ready, world? MetLife Stadium, the home of WrestleMania.
Then I can beat Brock Lesnar.
On one good leg is not the time to step to the throne.
This is my time. You're making enough for me. You're not taking this.
Becky Lynch is going to WrestleMania. Here's your winner, Becky Lynch. Becky did it. Becky did it.
Ronnie, I told you I'd find a way back to you again. I choose you.
But Becky, I think you're bigger than WWE. You've got an attitude, you got a bad attitude. You're not the man. I'm the man. We need someone who's gonna take Ronda to the limit. We need Charlotte Flair.
Figure 8 is in. Figure 8. Is Oscar gonna tap out? Oh my God! And the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair.
All titles will be on the line. It's winner takes all.
Let me clear my throat. Let me catch my breath. Let my heart bleed out till there's nothing left. It's my day to be brilliant. It's my day to be brilliant. Damn your fantasies. Damn the man. Screw the woo. And no more Mrs. Nice Bit.
And now Ronda Rousey attacking Becky Lynch. It's about time Ronda Rousey remembered just who the hell she is, taking it to the man.
She hit me with her absolute best. I'm still standing, and I'm still ready to fight again.
It's my day to be brilliant. It's my day to be brilliant.
Somebody get this under control. Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey, and Becky Lynch have been handcuffed. Handcuffed the Queen. And they are being led out of the arena here live on Monday Night Raw. The main event of WrestleMania is in handcuffs here tonight.
PromoMania IV, Emir, BlackBane, Costello will defend the Promo Championship against The Butcher.
It's official, bro.
Dave Gillum versus Emir Costello.
Freight train going straight through you.
You're in the championship fight.
Butcher said to you, I'm going to let you take the Promo Championship because it's best for business. I get that. Emir, shine that fucking belt up, son. It's mine. You know it is. You know it is.
Pretty sure that I won the whole fucking thing. I'm pretty sure there's amazing things happening right now, and you should know because my mouth is open, it's moving, and words are coming out of that motherfucker.
So black dog and I behind the lines. Keep staring down the sun and know the light will finally find your eyes to see it. Cross off the days gone by. Cross off the days gone by.
podcast, RWT and Danger Zone Productions presents PromoMania IV.
The day has arrived. Welcome to PromoMania IV. I am the Captain, Daddy Dangerously, along with the best heel in the business, the Butcher, and the podcast machine, and current reigning and defending Knowledge Champion Mike Larkin. Gentlemen, it's time.
It's time for me to defend the gold, and it's time for the Butcher to win some gold.
That's all.
And joining us tonight, he is the challenger to the Knowledge Championship, finally cashing in his Iron Bank contract, is Max Wrestling co-founder, The Phoenix.
Shocking fucking sign, didn't he?
Yeah, it only took him a year.
Oh, me.
I wouldn't want to carry that thing around for a year.
Fucking hell, you could have cashed it in the day after you fucking won it. You still had fucking 6 or 7 fucking title shots.
I was building suspense.
Oh. It wasn't really suspenseful, dude. It was done exactly like fucking Vince McMahon with the book.
You make you forget they got the briefcase and then BAM!
I was going to say he wasn't going to cash it in a fucking some shitty fucking show, was he? He was always going to cash it in on one of the big ones.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, he is the RWT Kingpin. He is the current reigning and defending undisputed inaugural Max Wrestling promo champion, Emir "BlackBane" Costello.
How very, very presumptuous of you, Mike Larkin. But Butcher's here to win some gold. Okay. All right. Also, here's the thing about carrying around the promo championship. It's been very difficult to get in and out of airports. Mm-hmm. I've had a difficult time even getting into the IHOP yesterday to have some pancakes for breakfast. But you know what? Though it may feel like a burden, it has been an absolute pleasure, and I believe that after this special, it will continue to be my pleasure to carry this championship.
Was it a burden carrying the championship in because they needed to see that you were a champion? Because if I'd have walked in there, I wouldn't have needed to carry the championship because they'd just see my face and they go, "It's the promo champ there." It's the Butcher. Know him. Know that guy.
So this has been a heated build-up, but obviously we need to keep this professional while we predict this weekend's festivities.
Whoa! B-word.
Professional.
B-word. How many
This is
butts?
all those contract signings where you see two guys in the ring and they've got smiles on their faces, and you know it's only a matter of time before somebody flips the desk.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why I got no desk in my room. They cost too much. If you're gonna buy a desk, you just go to IKEA because you can't break them. You just put them back together and slide the pieces in.
All right.
Pack's the future. I know. I've tasted it. I've tested it.
Future. Before we get started, congratulations to Kenny Keller, who became the new holder of the Iron Bank contract, as you heard on the pre-show earlier this week. That contract kicks in after the show because obviously Phoenix is cashing his in today. Okay, so Takeover. We'll do Takeover first. There's only 5 matches, so hopefully it shouldn't take us too long. Let's kick it off with the Tag Team Championships. War Raiders versus Aleister Black and Ricochet in one of their probably 3 fucking title matches this weekend.
I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited. How good would it be, right? Yeah. Let's start off with how good would it be if they won the NXT titles and
the SmackDown?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that'd be fucking brilliant.
I'm waiting for like impromptu. Oh, they're going for the Raw titles as well because Revival screwed them.
I think it would be fantastic if one of them turned on the other. I think that would, because then you haven't got to fuck about with you know what I mean? Them two could have a feud for fucking months.
Yeah.
They could. You know? It's mind you, so we're talking Vince McMahon booking indie wrestling. It's not really going to happen, is it? So for me, it's a difficult one because I can't see
Black and Ricochet taking, you know what I mean, an easy pinfall victory. You know what I mean? This is a 25-minute, 30-minute match. It is.
Oh yeah.
It really is.
NXT go balls to the walls on tag team title matches.
But basically, I watched Raiders in that fucking, the two matches that they had, two squash matches. But I have never in my lifetime, right? I've never seen two guys gel the way they gel. We're talking 90s, 80s, 90s tag team wrestling. The last time you've seen, like your Arn Andersons, you know what I mean? Your Tully Blanchard, the Brainbusters, your fucking LODs, your Demolitions. They don't look like should ever be apart. Like bit like the Dudley Boys.
Yeah, don't split them up.
Well, fuck me, did you see that powerbomb and the fucking World's Strongest Slam all in one?
Yeah. That was awesome.
I was like, wow. If these guys lose at TakeOver, I'd be pretty pissed. Because let's face it, Ricochet and Black aren't meant to be a tag team.
No.
They're not.
I can't really see them winning the NXT titles if they're going onto the main roster anyway.
It pissed me off, to be honest with you, if they put the tag team titles on them, because to me they're both singles guys. They don't need tag team gold to get them noticed. If you don't know them by now, you're not a fucking wrestling fan. They don't need each other. They're so fucking high profile. It's not even funny. So I go with War Raiders. It's got to be.
Yeah. War Raiders for me. Anybody say any different?
I'd just like to add this. Well, I'm gonna pick the War Raiders as well, but I gotta say this. I think after this, because he's also on 205 Live, and he's a heel there, but he's a face on NXT. I like to see maybe an Oney Lorcan, Danny Burch heel turn, and maybe them go against the War Raiders. And if not Burch and Lorcan, I'd have Fabian Eichner and Marcel Bartel go after the War Raiders. But all in all, I'm going to pick the War Raiders to retain.
I like Marcel.
I do too. 9.
It's weird, because I'd like a tag team of fuck Danny Burch.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? The guy's boring. The guy's boring. I would like to see Dijakovic and Lorcan.
That'd be cool.
I think that would be dangerous. That would be fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, they're doing the match with him and Keith Lee in 2 weeks now, so we're going to see that, yeah.
Phoenix, Emir?
Yeah, man, I think I gotta go War Raiders as well, because first of all, I gotta agree with the best heel in the business. When I look at like Ricochet and Aleister Black, I just think to myself, what is happening? Like, why are these two in a tag team? And I will say this. Okay, here's why I'm pissed off about TakeOver. Right? Okay, Daz, I know you said to keep it professional, so I'm going to keep it professional. But it's the part where not only am I not going to be there live, but I'm also going to be in the air while the show is happening.
Oh.
Yeah, that's life going,
Please
hey,
tell
buddy,
me the plane has some sort of Wi-Fi so you can watch it.
Hey, buddy, here's your karma for talking about the butcher. That's what that is.
All right. Let's see if that plane doesn't get rerouted. I won't do that. I won't do that coming over the pond stuff, because my good buddy tried that already, and then we see where the butcher went with that. But
Butcher bought out all the tickets out of spite.
I did.
And then he scalped them.
It's going to be quite funny with one section of the Impact. I was going to say Impact Arena. Then one section of it's going to look like an Impact Arena, and I've been sitting there going, I did that. Just watch RWT light up like a motherfucker with everyone going, what the fuck, man? No, did they sell any tickets? How did Emir not get a ticket? Because Butcher bought them all. And then watch everyone go, that Butcher's a cunt. Yes, he is.
Butcher's a cunt. Now, with this being said, I have seen wrestling as a whole sparingly lately, as I'm coming right to the end of being super busy, and I'm always got my life back. But from what I have seen, and I saw Ricochet and Aleister Black in a tag team match against the Revival, and I thought to myself, no. It's so weird how these guys, their style on the main roster, they look like main roster guys.
Not organic, is it?
Yeah, don't confuse that with main event. They just look like boring, dumbed down. It looks like, Jesus Christ.
It looks like Billy Kidman and Jamie Noble.
Yeah, I was like, dude, come on, do some Ricochet stuff. And Aleister Black, you do something.
Yeah.
I hated it. And then that match ended on a freaking count out, and I was like, no, this is stupid. So the exciting thing, though I won't see it live in person or live on my cell phone screen as it's happening, is Aleister Black and Ricochet are going to get to be them and wrestle because it's an NXT event.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I don't really have any expectation that Aleister Black and Ricochet will continue to be super heavily involved in NXT after this. And if they are, it wouldn't make sense to put the belts on them. So I think War Raiders shall retain.
I think they knew when they made all these matches, and when the prospect of Black and fucking Ricochet going up, I think they knew just how short the division was in terms of tag team wrestling, and I still think it's fucking short even if they go. I mean, you've only got the Undisputed Era. I mean, and they're not even fucking playing a part in Takeover.
It's worth noting at this point. I mean, I know we all know this, and so it really should go without saying, but I just have to mention it because I'm so disgusted. Dude, some of these tag teams are like, they were the greatest ever in NXT. They were forces to be reckoned with. You're like, you fell in love with these guys. You had no idea who they were potentially before they touched down in NXT, but man, they made you believe. And you look at like the Revival and even like the Authors of Pain and some of these other guys that were putting on these 5-star matches in NXT, they go to the main roster and it's like, what is happening? Why is Scott Dawson hiding under the ring? The worst part about that camera angle is like, we see you the whole time, like the skirts pulled up. I don't know, man. It's just God, dude. Our main roster fans that dumb? Like, how could you not want to see a New Japan style or NXT style match? Even if you're just a casual fan, how could you not be more entertained by that?
So the man agrees with me when it comes to fucking wrestling. You know what I mean? The amount of people that shoot me down for criticizing fucking the main roster. Are you a wrestling fan? No, you're a WWE mark. I'm like, fuck a WWE mark.
Oh, you get called that anytime you say something negative about Impact.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Did anyone see my argument with that geezer from fucking ROH? Bigging up PCO. PCO is shit.
Oh, dude, I was laughing at that.
He's shit, dude. The guy's 51 years of age, still wanting to be fucking noticed, but wrestling like fucking New Jack. Right? There's a reason he was unsuccessful in fucking WWE in the late 90s. You know what I mean? Well, no, early 90s, the late 80s. Because he sucked.
Yep, Pierre.
The guy's dressed like a fucking pirate, and he was, you know what I mean? He caught a wave out of WWE. And then people go, yeah, how can you say he's overrated? He's been a tag team in fucking loads of divisions. Name them. There's a reason I ain't heard of him. Because no fucker cares. Fucking PCO.
Do you know what? I actually had to Google him to realise he was a member of the Quebecers.
Did you see that promo? How many times has that promo been done? Can you feel it? He didn't get that from Ultimate Warrior, did he?
Exactly.
Fucking idiot.
I was just waiting for feel the power flowing through the veins.
Fucking hell. I can't. Do you know what? ROH fans, I've got loads of respect for Ring of Honor. But you're going to argue and call me a WWE mark? Dude. Fucking anything but a WWE mark.
Well, you say the one word dude and cool. They did announce that RVD is going over to that company.
Oh, Rob, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, well, let's be honest. He's not really one of them guys you'd pay a ticket to go watch anymore, is he?
Well, he's 48 now. He's close to 50, and apparently, from what he said in the interview, Impact has RVD money, whatever the hell that means.
Well,
no, look at it. This is what it comes down to. Okay, let me tell you something. Okay, news dropped of Rob Van Dam signing with Impact Wrestling. The whole world was like, "What the fuck?" Jeff Hardy was like, "Nah, I get it. You can do whatever you want there. No rules, no tests.
You can show up high."
Yeah, you can.
Jeff Hardy's like, "Nah, I totally get what he's doing there. Hell,
and the fact that the rumor is they're actually going to sign Sabu as well.
No,
that's even stupider.
So you'll probably see a tag team title match very, very soon on Impact with LAX.
Well, I have the other direction, and this will make Butcher go nuts. RVD and Johnny Impact for the world title.
To be honest with you, I couldn't give a fuck.
So there you go.
I couldn't give a fuck because all that does is strengthen the prospects of Killer Cross fucking off and saying this company's shit. Keep doing the wrong things, and the rest of the wrestling business will get the right things.
And on a side note,
I quite like that saying.
How
Keep
about
doing
that?
the wrong things.
Exactly.
With the exception of EC3.
Yeah. Butcher, how about that documentary with Killer Cross, man?
The guy's a beast. There's nothing that Killer Cross can't do at the minute that doesn't surprise me.
Phoenix, all right, who have you got for the tag team championship match?
War Raiders.
Yeah, full house for the Raiders.
Okay.
Can somebody please explain to me what's going on with PCO's chest?
I don't know. I think it's
electricity.
It's like feel the power flowing through the veins.
Electricity. It's scarring him.
I saw one picture and I thought, oh, he must have gotten chopped a lot during this match. And then I saw another picture and I was like, oh, they chopped him in this match too.
It's funny, right? It's funny to me because this guy was like arguing with me. You know what I mean? You could. Yeah, he goes to me. One of his comments was, "You couldn't do what this guy does at 51." Well, no, I wouldn't fucking try and kill myself like that at 51.
You know what's so funny? I never understand why that's the argument. Like, it's like you don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to be able to get in a wrestling ring and run around in it to understand if something is shit. So
I mean,
it's a weak argument.
It's like me saying, okay, I've got a degree in drama. He couldn't do what I can do right now. No, he can't, because if you watched his fucking cutting a promo, he was dog shit. He's been in the wrestling business, for fucking 30 plus years?
Yes.
And he still can't cut a fucking promo. He's like, the electricity. Ooh, the electricity's running through my veins. Fuck, man. Seriously. You got like fucking wrestling fanatics saying this guy's moveset is brilliant. In his debut in ROH, he went to the top rope and barrel rolled. He didn't barrel roll off the top rope. He fell off the top rope and barrel rolled. Fuck you. Gee, you know what? That's the one thing that annoys me. ROH is a respectable wrestling company and always has been. And they've given a job. And this isn't disrespecting people because of their age, but they've given a job to a guy that moveset consists of botches. You know what I mean? Botch rolls. He's dangerous. It's ROH isn't ECW or CZW, and I'm not going to say CZW current. I'm going to say CZW early 2000s, where you're talking Necro the Butcher. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? A wife beater and people like that. To me, I've got no place for liking. You know what I mean? That's not wrestling, in my opinion. Because let's be honest, any of us could climb to the top of our fucking house and just fall off. You know, but you got to keep hold of your ladder to make it look cool.
yo, Butcher. That's not flying. That's falling in style.
Falling with style. You know what I mean? You can just see the one guy in the audience going, "That's not flying. That's falling with style." No, you hear it from the arena. It's falling with style. Falling with style. You know what I mean? That's it. You made it. You're a YouTube sensation. There we go. Maybe that's how we'll get over a bit more. I will get me ladder at the garage later on. Just get Daz to stand there with his phone filming it. Falling with style. Look at all the kids from school.
Okay, match number 2 at Takeover. Let's do the Women's Championship match because my predictions recently changed for this one. Shayna Baszler defending against Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, and Kairi Sane.
This is a tough one.
Now, I don't really want to go into why I've changed my prediction because I'm going to do that later when we do WrestleMania predictions. Up until a couple of weeks ago,
I'm going Bianca Belair. I am.
Well, she was my pick up until a couple of weeks ago, but now I'm pretty convinced Shayna's going to retain. Alright, fuck it. We're going to talk WrestleMania anyway.
Shayna's not going to get pinned, is she?
No.
She's not going to get pinned, and that's what makes it 10 times easier for me for one of the three. There's always that argument, I didn't lose.
Yeah.
There's always going to be that argument when it comes to a triple, whether it's a triple threat or a fatal four-way. I didn't lose. Shayna doesn't have to lose. She doesn't actually go down on a... You know, when you think about it, it doesn't go down on a loss on her contract, on her record, does it?
No.
You know, when you look at it that way. Well, I can just see Bianca Belair she ain't going to do much. There'll be a lot of high spots from the likes of Io Shirai and, Kairi Sane.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't really think you'll see Baszler do a hell of a lot herself. But I think it will be Kairi Sane that takes the pinfall. I could just see Blair. To me, it's right. I don't like her, and I fucking hate her hair. But...
Well, we're going to talk WrestleMania anyway, so I might as well say now, I've just got this... I know we've been saying it for years, but I've just got this feeling now that we're going to have the 4 horsewomen face-off at the end of Mania. Because you've got the tag titles on Bayley and Sasha, you've got Charlotte and Becky both in the main event, and obviously Ronda's heel now, so it fits in with Shayna and her cronies.
Isn't Charlotte a heel as well? Plus,
yeah, but Charlotte changes allegiance all the time.
And the match is winner take all, so they'll have both the women's titles anyway. Whoever wins the match.
Yeah, everyone will have a belt except Charlotte. Awesome.
You're saying Charlotte changes her allegiance all the time. Even Big Show's going, come on, woman, pick a side.
Come on, woman, pick a side, yeah. Can I be in it? Can I be in it?
Batista nearly killed her dad. She didn't give a shit the next night.
No, exactly.
Yeah, I'm going with Baszler. Butcher's going with Bianca. Phoenix?
I'm edging slightly more towards Baszler, but I don't know why.
Is it because I mentioned the face-off?
Maybe. I think it was I already leaning more towards Baszler before you mentioned the face-off.
Yeah.
Is it her muscles? Or is it that fantastically good-looking chin? She's a chiseled look.
Dude, I'm sitting here. Phoenix, I think to myself, it'd be crazy if I was ever present for you, like, getting angry. Because you see,
wait till we mention the Miz's match later.
Oh, good. Like this guy. Another candidate for the voice of my GPS. That's all I'm trying to say.
Another candidate for
Shayna
what?
Baszler.
GPS. So cool and calm and collected. That's why I said I love getting under his skin. Because it's
Most
great.
of the time.
Because I can do it.
I
can picture Phoenix, right? When we're on Messenger and I do something and we're done with Daz, we get to the point where we push his button. I can just see him at home doing like, a bit like a Cartman. Fuck you!
I don't go around screaming around the house. I just sit here and let me blood boil.
Screw you guys. I'm already home.
All right, I need a little bit of help with this one. A little bit of help with this one, guys. Okay, so because I haven't had a great chance to see a lot of NXT or wrestling in general lately, as I mentioned. So I just want to know before I make my prediction. Okay, Bianca, she was white hot at a moment, and she faced Shayna at Takeover Phoenix.
Yeah,
and it was one of those matches where you thought, "Holy crap, she's gonna do it. They're gonna let her do it." And then it didn't happen, which was fine because the way that it was booked, I thought, good, more heat on Shayna, and the baby face has got to fight. Yeah, she's got to fight a little bit more uphill, but you'll tune in next time to see. Now, since that time, has interest stayed around her? Because I don't see anybody ever mentioning Bianca's name online, really in any context. Is she popular?
If I'm honest, I think this whole Fatal 4-Way has been built terribly.
Oh yeah, it's just been
if I'm honest,
people up every week.
It's what I think it's one of them to. It's all been built around Belair and Baszler, but then you've had the beatdowns happen, which have introduced Kairi Sane doing a run-in, and then Kairi Sane getting beat down, and because Io Shirai's her tag partner in the women's tag team championship division, which to me should be the tag match going into Mania, not Phoenix and Natalya. It should be Io Shirai and Kairi Sane.
Yeah.
But it's to me, it's just been one of them, like one of them matches which is just poorly added.
Just like stitched together.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm still gonna go Bianca just because I'm thinking, I don't know, man. I start to get antsy. Okay, you look at a guy like Ciampa and you go, if not for injury, you realize his championship reign would have gone on seemingly forever because he legit loves that NXT title, and he was going to keep being the best, and there was never going to be any reason to take that belt off of him. But as a fan, you sit back and you go like, how much longer could this possibly go on? There's always the call of like roster, and I'm starting to feel antsy about Shayna Baszler. I'm starting to think like it's difficult to tell because some people hold that because it's like right around Mania time, blah blah blah, and then you got the Baszlers who have held the title for so long. You're like, oh, they do it like this sometimes in NXT, but I don't know. I think maybe Bianca just because Shayna Baszler, but they freed her up to do some other things. I don't know.
I don't think Baszler's got to beat anyone else now.
No.
I like Emir just said, you kind of get to that point when you're just like, what the fuck else you got to do? When you get that thing when you're going 100 mile an hour and you take your foot off a little bit, then you put it back on. There's no reason for you to put it back on because you could go down from 100 down to 60 mile an hour and you'll still be cruising.
It got that way with Asuka.
She ain't going to do anything. I would love to see her against Asuka.
At a certain point in NXT, when it came to Asuka, you went, okay, well, look, if nobody's going to beat her, then move her up. But there's at a certain point you looked and you went, well, there's nobody left to challenge her. She's not only beaten everybody, but in dominant fashion. And then it only made sense to move her up. And I think with Shayna Baszler,
I think the problem with
once
NXT
you've conquered
as well,
and we know that there's somewhere to go, take her there.
I think the problem with NXT is they're inconsistent in. Sometimes I look at it and I think, fucking hell, have the NXT writers had a fucking week off, and Vince has just brought the fucking guys from SmackDown and Raw over, because you're like, you look at the way they utilize their division, but you know that they've got over fucking, you know what I mean? They've got double figures in terms of women in NXT, and they've got damn good fucking, performers. And they had good performers in the likes of Peyton Royce and Billie Kay and Nikki Cross, but none of them had a you know what I mean, a fucking chance in hell of, or getting booked to even be in the picture to be a women's champion. And it's the same now. It's almost like they've got a hot 5 or a hot 6, and them are going to be there all roundabouts all year long. I mean, look at that Aaliyah. What the fuck they got her on TV for?
I was literally sitting here while you were saying that, thinking about Aaliyah as an example of somebody where you go, okay, when somebody's good on like NXT or like kind of good, and you're like, okay, I hope this person does good on the main roster, but like when you're on the NXT roster and you struggle to find relevance there, if you're not blossoming in NXT, it's like, will you ever get the call up? At some point, you'll wash out.
Yeah, exactly. We were on about that the other week. Well, why she gets so much heat, and I think there's a reason she gets heat in the Indies. And I'm gonna call NXT the Indies, because if NXT was a show, but it wasn't owned by the WWE, it would be identified as an indie promotion. Yeah, because it's indie style wrestling. It's all out. Nothing, you know what I mean? Anything goes. There is no way in a million years would she have a job. No way in a million years. I don't know who she's blowing. But
did anybody just hear? Butcher, when you said I don't know who she's blowing, for some reason I heard Mike Larkin's hand raise.
She can't go though, can she? I mean, she is automatically. If you turn on right. This is for anyone. If you turn on NXT now and you see fucking Aaliyah wrestling, so you turn it off.
Yeah, well, her and Vanessa Bourne, to be honest with you, I don't really care.
Vanessa Bourne, I turn off with.
Yeah.
Vanessa Bourne, I turn off with. There are so many people that have gone up to the mains, right? In your Mandy Roses, your fucking Sonya Deville's, yeah. Your Billie Kay's, your Peyton Royce's. That I look at it now and I think you could have done so much more with them and actually given them a bigger platform if you'd have used your heads.
All right. Well,
I mean, I love Iconics.
I love them too, and we're going to get to their match because I know you want to talk about their match when we get to Mania.
I love Billie Kay.
But me too. WrestleMania iconic.
It's the hurricane. It's the hurricane. I'm fucking
Mighty
hurricane.
Yeah,
it is.
It is. All right. With this match with Shane, I mean, I think it's going to be a good fatal 4-way match. I'm thinking Shane is going to retain because I think that they're going to build to. I think Candice LeRae is going to go for the title. So I think they're going to do Shayna and Candice coming up very soon. So I'm just going to say Shayna.
It's about time they did something from Candice.
Yeah,
that
was one of the ones I was going to have a dig at. Yeah. You're not giving a girl a fucking chance that's fucking taken on men.
Yep. But now they are.
Fuck,
I need to go to Butcher first for this one because I think it's going to tear him to pieces. North American Championship, Velveteen Dream versus Matt Riddle.
Oh boy, here we go. Go ahead, Butch. I heard it.
This is horrible. This is horrible because I love the momentum that Riddle's got, and I love the fact that Riddle's getting recognised by the audience. There's a reason he gets identified by the audience in NXT. It's because they're wrestling fans, inverted commas, people, inverted commas. Because if he went up to the main up roster, he'd have snot-nosed, sweaty-ass fucking kids, right? Just shouting bro for the sake of shouting bro. And then their parents are going to complain because they walk into the house one weekend, and their 13-year-old child's got a spliff in his mouth going, "Sup, bro?"
Bro.
You know what I mean? And
Throwing
then
his
Matt
hair and
Riddle's
just got
ridiculed
flip-flops on.
then. Yeah, exactly. Matt Riddle's ridiculed. Or he goes into his grandparents' house with flip-flops on. He goes, "Look, Nana, I can take my flip-flops off." Boom, knocks Nana's glasses off. Not a good idea. Right? But Velveteen Dream is a guy who I voted on RWTs as my favourite fucking performer on any roster, and has been since he come up. I just love it. It is so hard to do, right? I'm going to say it, right? It is so hard to be a black man, right, in a business that is today, that is a company in the WWE. But it is even harder to pull off a gimmick that he is doing, because it can be addressed as what?
Flamboyant, kind of homosexual.
Yeah, exactly. So I've got to say, bro, your time will come, but the path of the dream's got to continue, man. Path of the dream's got to continue. I'm in love with the man.
I know. Make them pants.
I'm in love with the man. You know what I mean? I never say this about any wrestler, right? But I just want to see what pants he's wearing.
It just have bro on it.
Bro.
Hashtag make them pants.
Love him, man.
Oh, it'd be great if he has a cannabis
I just like to fit in a pair.
All right. Now, with these two, I will concur with Butcher. I, too, am going to say the Velveteen Dream, because I think we're going to get more steam out of these two. I mean, this is not like a one-match off. This could actually be a very good feud between the two. So I'm going to say Velveteen wins, and then Matt Riddle win at, like, Brooklyn or something as we go to August. They can continue this for months. It's got a lot of steam with it. So Velveteen Dream.
Oh, remember, we've got the standalone NXT Takeover in June.
Yes. Oh, yeah, because of, well, yeah. Well, all right. Good.
Which will be in San Jose, California, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm gonna make up for missing New York by being there in San Jose.
So Dream or Riddle?
I'm gonna go with. See, what factors in for me is I'm still thinking Velveteen Dream. He shall go down as one of the greatest of all time. But in part, he's kind of getting in his own way with the different things that he's done, wearing of the tights and blah, 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 blah. And you never really know if Vince finds that funny or if Vince hates that guy for doing what he's doing. And so you see, he's still being booked in high-profile matches, but Velveteen Dream doesn't get the win as often as he should.
Yeah, but can you imagine, right? I like what you said then. He gets in his own way for wearing the pants, right? And Vince McMahon might not like it. But even if Vince McMahon didn't like it, that power that he's giving Velveteen Dream to go to another company with the same look, with the same pants, but wear a pair of pants which have now got Vince McMahon's face on. Fucking yes! Feel the fire! Feel it!
I think at the conclusion of this show, Butcher is going to immediately sit down and write out plans to open up a pants store in the UK, Velveteen Pants, and they're all going to be form-fitting.
There's some fine-ass women that live in this town, man, that could wear them. No.
Not today, though, because it's
I'm
pissing down.
definitely going to be fitting fucking cameras in the changing rooms.
I want to see Velveteen Dream win.
Okay.
But I'm gonna try to be. I'm gonna attempt to be, the fan that caused Swerve, and I'm gonna say, just in case there's a little bit of heat on the Dream, maybe they're gonna give it to Matt Riddle. That's what I'm going with.
All right. So I'm glad somebody else said Riddle, but I've only got one reason to say Riddle. I actually believe we'll see him on Raw the next night. Dream.
Well, you know what match that they want to see happen in WWE with the Velvet?
Dream and fucking Cena.
Yeah.
I fucking hate John Cena. Don't you dare do that to me.
I'm sorry, but that's what they've been
Don't
saying.
you dare do that to me. Everything that I've ever loved in the last 5 years, that twat bastard has fucking killed. He's killed it. And even more, does Dream deserve to get in the ring with a guy with fucking hair like that?
And his bald spot. His bald spot, Butch. His bald spot.
You know? Oh, my Lord. To be honest with you, I would much rather Dream fucking applies for his release.
John Cena's yet to have a WrestleMania opponent booked, and probably squarely because WWE doesn't want to compete with New Japan and Ring of Honor. This NXT show is on a Friday.
It's not on a WrestleMania. Do you reckon he's just going to walk out and win the Andre the Giant? That's what I think.
I think if we're doing this whole John Cena Velveteen Dream thing, then what if that is a match on the WrestleMania card?
John Cena walks out and says, I'm going to WrestleMania opponent, Jack. Bray Wyatt walks out.
And kills him.
Kills him with Lars Sullivan. Because I'm telling you, that's exactly what's going to happen. That is why Bray has been sitting back. Not because of the birth of his child, or the incoming birth of the child. It's because Lars Sullivan was shelved. Telling you. I reckon it's all part of a repackaging. I reckon Vince wasn't... I don't think it's down to anxiety at all. I think it's down to his conditioning. Honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if he's repackaged, completely new attire, got rid of the red pants. I like the red pants because I think it's look generic. I quite like it. Don't see why you've got to come out with fucking flames on your pants and shit. You know what I mean?
Here's my question: when you talk about the conditioning, why are there always reports of supposedly Vince McMahon yelling at Kevin Owens to lose weight, but nobody's saying anything to Samoa Joe? Like, okay.
Yeah. It's just that's what I mean. It's always bullshit. It's always bullshit. You imagine you can get that's persecution. Well, it is, isn't it? You know what I mean? You imagine the heat you can get as a fucking company.
This is a guy that made Yokozuna a world champion.
That is true.
Fuck. I mean, what's them? Someone's having a fucking go at Kevin Owens. Who the fuck's having a go at Fowler Bar?
Exactly. There you go. No. Yep.
You know what I mean? Who the fuck's having a go at Fowler Bar?
Ba.
People start arguing that, you know what? You never had a go at Rikishi. Rikishi was fucking athletic. This fucker's just fat.
Yeah, Rikishi could move.
You know?
But you're missing the obvious. If
but he was gonna be a world champion. Remember that? That? Yes. We read. You know what I mean? Andre Corbeil said that. Here's a guy that should be booked in a world championship picture. Yeah.
Really? Okay, Andre.
Really?
Okay. Well, you're missing the best part. If Ray is hurt with the WrestleMania card with Samoa Joe, have John Cena come out, Jack, and say, I want a shot at that United States Championship.
Oh, do you know what? I never fucking thought of
that. I can't wait
the open.
So
Samoa Joe comes walking out. Joe comes walking out and goes and pulls John Cena's gimmick and goes, "This is going to be an open challenge. This is the Open United States Championship. Whoever, any wrestler, if you think you could beat me, you come down. You bring your ass down."
That would be good if that was Lars Sullivan, you know.
No, I want our troop to answer it.
I want my belt back.
I'm here to challenge for the Intercontinental.
Yeah.
Money
in the bag.
My bad.
In the main event.
Yeah, and then there'll be a dance break.
SmackDown.
All right, Phoenix, riddle or dream?
Dream.
Okay. Now, two big championship matches. How long has Peter Dunne been UK champion for now? It's over
685 days.
Jesus. So Peter Dunne versus Volta.
I cannot wait, and I'm going to tell you why, because I haven't even touched.
Mike, a question. Mike, how many times do you decorate your house or your room? Because I swear you must get up every week or the day before and write every you know what I mean, incoming question on your wall. They're definitely going to ask about Peter Dunne's title reign. X amount of days.
Tattoos.
Someone
run out of space for tattoos.
As someone who has hit his head many a times, I have to write some stuff down just to remember sometimes. So that's kind of an OCD thing too.
Or is it a photographic memory?
That too.
And Google.
Wow. Okay. As I was trying to say, I love the build because it's just they haven't been talking; they've just been going straight forwarded, and I think it's time for him to end. I'll go first, Walter.
Walter, okay. Yeah, I'll go the predictable route with Walter.
I think Walter.
Dang. Well, what if Pete Dunne beat Walter though? And don't get me wrong, I know Pete Dunne. By the way,
yeah,
are you guys saying Peter Dunne because that's really how it's pronounced? Because after
that's
Dazzy,
that's Kyle O'Reilly calls it. Peter Dunne.
Yeah, I was going to say after Dazzy Leah became Dazzy Lee, nothing made sense to me in the world.
Well, here's the thing. Well, Emir brings up a great point with that because, like, Pete Dunne could win if they do, like, you know how he does, like, the joint manipulation of the fingers and Walter could tap or something like that instead of trying to get him up for the bitter end. I see his point.
I said to my missus the other day, I said, I don't get it. I don't get it, you know. I really don't get it. She said, what, Dave? She said, just spit it out. I said, right. I said, for ages, I said, I really wanted to correct Emir. It wasn't Dazzy Leah. But now he's got it right. But now I hear him say Dazzy Lee, and it just doesn't sound correct. I said, well, why is it? I said, I pick up the phone nearly every day, and I have some guy from Pakistan or India calling me Mr. Gillam. I said, Emir's never called me Mr. Gillam. Oh, so why are you taking offense to that? I said, I don't know. It's just something I'm asking. You know, I get a guy on the phone. Hello? Is that Mr. Gillam? No.
It's Gillam.
I think I was just too polite. I couldn't bring myself to correct it. I was fuck it, I'll be Leah.
Leah. And it ends with, right? It's a bit like that, Emir won't know it, but it's the Only Fools and Horses. Trig, why'd you call me Dave? My name's Rodney. What? Are you sure? Yes. I've checked it on my passport and everything, and it's definitely Rodney.
What's Dave a nickname?
What's Dave a nickname like?
It's kind of like Rookie of the Year when the coach used to call him Rowenhauser instead of Rowan Gardner.
It's there, you know what I mean? It is, so it is. Fucking, and it'll end the conversation. Will end. No, I'm not really interested in right. Okay, Mr. Gillam, you have a good day. It's Gillam.
Gillam.
It's Mr. Butcher to you.
Or the best one is right. They don't know that my missus's name, right? And I know when the arseholes are ringing the house and they're fakes, right? Because they always go, hello, is that Mr. Barrett? No, it's not. Can I speak to a Mrs. Barrett? No, because the reason you can't speak to a Mrs. Barrett is because she doesn't exist. It's Miss Barrett, and the reason it's Miss Barrett is because she's not fucking married. Okay, have a good day.
You need people like me.
You need people like me.
No, this is how I saw that going in my mind. Yeah. It can't be Mrs. Bears because she's not fucking married. And the guy goes, Gillam, is that you?
Oh, Gillam.
Do you know what you should have said when he asked for Mr. Barrett? Well, I'm afraid I got some bad news.
Funny one. Just shout across to the office. Hey, everybody, it's Mr. Gillam.
Gillam.
No matter what number they ring, he answers.
Exactly. Well, Mr. Gillam.
So, are you sticking with Walter or Pete Dunne?
I'm gonna do. Okay, this is what's gonna happen. All these predictions, I'm going to attempt to pick the swerve, and then when Dazzy Lee is putting up his X's and his checks, I'm gonna look like the worst. Okay, basically there's a spectrum between like who knows a lot and who doesn't, and at one end of the spectrum is Mike Larkin, the Knowledge Champion. I'm gonna be the face at the other end of that spectrum. With that being said,
Mike got a full house at a Rumble.
Oh man, yeah, I couldn't believe that. But yeah, I'll just for fuck's sake,
Was
I'll
it the
go
Rumble or
Peter.
Chamber? Here we go. Ooh, we're early this week. Please be Mr. Gillum.
Gillum.
Oh, they couldn't have timed it better.
So, Emir, was that Pete Dunne or Walter?
Yeah, let's go Pete Dunne, just for fuck's sake, yeah.
All right.
Was that Phoenix's phone, by the way?
That was Phoenix's phone.
Oh, were they looking for Mr. Gillum?
I don't know. We'll find out when Phoenix comes back.
Okay, let's go on to the next match and we'll come back to Phoenix. Main event is likely to be the 2 out of 3 falls match between Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole. Almost impossible to call for the vacant NXT title for Goldie. Based solely on the fact that we haven't seen him on the main roster yet, but we have seen Johnny Gargano, I'm going to go with Cole.
Ooh. Yeah, I think you have to chase it.
Oh, he's back.
I gotta go at him. He's back. But Phoenix, Walter or Pete Dunne?
I think Pete Dunne.
David Gillam.
No, Mr. Gillum not here.
Go with the safe bet. Mr. Gillam.
By the way, Daz, now that you said that, and because Gargano has been on the roster, and for the love of God, please don't put him on 205 Live.
I'll not even attempt to watch 205 if they do. I was going to say I'll start watching, but I don't watch it anyway. Okay, 2 for Cole.
Yeah.
Anybody going with Gargano?
I am going with Gargano because I don't believe that 205 fucking bullshit for anything.
Well, it was ringside news.
Yeah.
You know, I don't believe it, and I think there's a positive thing by putting it on Gargano because there's a shit ton of heels in NXT. You know, I mean, how good would it be if that guy, if he could hold it until like fucking, SummerSlam?
Well, that's what I was gonna go at because I'm thinking Gargano's not gonna win until Takeover. Once we get to the SummerSlam around that time.
I don't know. To me, I'm reading a lot of stuff, and you know me when it comes to dirt sheets, I don't like it. But I just think the main roster doesn't need Gargano. Gargano is a fantastic wrestler. Fantastic. Doesn't need the main roster. No one needs the main roster when it comes to Vince and Kennedy McMahon.
Gargano bleeds NXT.
You know, he's Johnny fucking wrestling, and at the end of the day, I don't think anyone. I personally would like to see Pete Dunne and Johnny Gargano battle for that title, and I think the common sense would come from, Dunne dropping, moving over to America, and becoming a mainstay in NXT himself. I don't want to see it. I would much rather see Adam Cole come up
with the whole Undisputed Era, though.
With the old Undisputed Era, yeah. I don't think NXT needs him now. But at the same time, it's a risk. It's so much of a risk. It's a scary thing being, I'm going to say, for a wrestling fan, not an entertainment fan. Fuck entertainment fans. For a wrestling fan, it's scary when you call up something from NXT. I'm shitting my pants if Dream gets called up.
Yeah, we used to look forward to the call-ups on the night after Mania. Now we shit ourselves.
You fucking kill everything, man. The Vince and Kennedy McMahon, someone needs to measure that fucker up for a box.
So with the reports suggesting that Gargano could potentially be in NXT for another full year, does that mean that Gargano is the greatest NXT wrestler of all time? Because if Triple H
Grand Slamming it.
He's going, okay, you can take this guy. You can take just leave me Johnny, for Christ's sake. Just leave me Johnny. Does that make him the best?
I think so. I mean, I looked at that thing. You see that post the other day that was put in RWT about the greatest, an NXT champion, and it had the names on it like Neville, Bo Dallas, obviously fucking at the Rollins, Samoa Joe, yada yada yada. And I looked through them all right, and I thought, you've got to go with consistency and wanting to deliver, right? And then again, could he hold it for a period of time?
Yeah. And
I thought I narrowed it down to two people. Ciampa, because Ciampa's just been a fucking god with it, hasn't he? He hasn't had to defend it and gave it 5-star matches. But what he's done with it is he's give it another identity as a championship. It's almost like the fucking Gollum thing, isn't it? No, don't give it to him. Yes, my precious. You know what I mean? Let's give it that. But
can I tell you something, Butcher?
Yo.
I want to say one thing, and before you yell at me, I need to immediately say something else. Immediately. So just hold.
Getting on.
Hang on.
Getting on.
I have never seen not one Lord of the Rings movie. Wait. No, wait. Yesterday, when I was at Walmart, they had the trilogy on sale for $10.
You better go back to Walmart and get it.
No, it's in my office. It's sitting in my office right now. All right, I got it in my office. I'm gonna watch all 3 movies.
Yeah, you are.
You're going on an adventure.
You're going to me, and you're gonna. You know what I mean?
I've only seen the first one.
You can watch the second and the third one and all. I'm telling you, fucking fantastic. And then when you've watched them, you've got to watch the Hobbits.
You haven't lived until you've seen the Battle of Helm's Deep.
Dirty fat Hobbits. You know what I mean?
I don't want to.
I don't know what you mean, but I will.
What if you don't want to? Well, you don't have.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Then you haven't lived.
You just haven't lived.
I don't know how people make it through life without the Battle of Helm's Deep.
It's like never drinking Supreme bath water.
Oh, we can't have that. But now I gotta know this about.
See?
How about this about you guys? If somebody said to you, make a choice right now. One of these two franchises will cease to exist if you choose the other one. Okay. Are you choosing Lord of the Rings? Or are you choosing Game of Thrones?
Oh,
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
I can't not drink fucking Emilia Clarke's fucking bath water. Oh my god. I'm burying my head in bath water when it comes to Game of Thrones. Hell, I'll even drink the fucking Hound's bath water. You know what I mean? Fucking hell, give me a big cauldron of bath water and just put everyone in it. I'm like, oh.
I'm not a massive fan of Elijah Wood, so that makes it easier because there's nobody I dislike as an actor in Game of Thrones.
I'm telling you, I cannot fucking wait until the 14th because I'm going to wake up on the 14th. I'm going to have watched it and then I'm going to video myself walking down the road with the kids to school on the 15th, and all I'm going to be doing is I'm telling you. So I'm so excited.
Right.
I might have a sword fight with me kid walking down the road.
Take to school on a dragon.
Yeah, go. I've got
final predictions then, Mike and Emir for Cole and Gargano.
I'm gonna go Cole.
All right, and Emir.
I'm gonna go Adam Cole too, and the reason why I'm gonna go Adam Cole really has nothing to do with Adam Cole. It's the fact that Johnny Gargano is building the reputation of the guy who just always misses the opportunity. He just always gets so close. He puts on such a stellar match, and at the end, he's always a bridesmaid, never a bride. That's what I'm going with. So Adam Cole.
If Gargano's missus join the Undisputed Era, that'll be amazing.
Oh my god! Right? Yeah.
All right. Well,
I don't like Gargano chasing though. I don't like him chasing because I just think it's just all out. Do you know what I mean? The guy needs to be given something.
Yeah, it's taken twice as long as Sami Zayn.
Too long, man. Too long.
Right.
Phoenix, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Phoenix said Cole as well.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. I didn't hear Phoenix. Sorry.
Okay, it took us an hour to do 5 matches for Takeover, so God help us when it comes to WrestleMania and there's 15 matches.
That's how you review a show, though.
That is.
I know, but we got 15 fucking matches to do.
You got to have a few opinions.
And we got 3 matches on the pre-show, guys. We got 3 matches on the pre-show.
Oh, fuck the pre-show.
Yeah,
You
fuck
see
the
what I mean?
pre-show.
Just you fast forward that.
The bullshit Battle Royals, don't care.
And Buddy Murphy and Tony Nese.
Yeah.
Not interested.
Okay, in just a moment.
Wrestling, I don't care.
Yes.
In just a moment, we'll decide the Knowledge Championship match, which is 1 year in the making. But first is a reminder that Evolve is one of tonight's theme songs. It's by Shinedown, and it's taken from the album Attention, Attention, available now on iTunes and Spotify. Now, we've taken the same rules as Mike had against Moses Marquez, where you write 10 questions for each other for the Knowledge Championship. So I'm assuming you both got questions prepared?
I do.
Phoenix?
Yep.
Oh, is this how you've done it?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
Alright then, so...
This is scary as a motherfucker. Larkin could fuck Phoenix over left, right, and centre here.
Oh, hang on, we're being interrupted by Lacey Evans by the looks of it.
Can I just say that woman? Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna channel Emir. I would drink Lacey Evans' battle.
Lacey Evans, right, could not have a wash for a month, and I would drink
and
it.
I'd be okay with it. I'd be okay with it.
I'm telling you, man. That stuff would be salty as fuck. I'd be like, yum, 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 yum.
Yum, yum, yum. I got love in my tummy, right, Bush?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, she's turned and walked away now.
I'm getting pissed off with the walking, though. I am getting to do
Yeah.
the
Are you really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I had to get that in.
There you go.
Alright, we'll go Challenger first. So, Mike, you can have your question for the Phoenix first. Again, I'll keep the time for you, so you've got 15 seconds for each answer.
Wait, who's going first?
You can ask Phoenix first.
Oh, I can ask. Oh, okay, hold on.
And when the time is up, you will hear this noise.
God rest his soul.
God rest him. We've resurrected the Vader clock, though. Okay. The following is scheduled for 20 falls.
20?
Well, they got 10 questions each.
No, 20 balls.
I just got to say this once and once only. I love you, bro.
That's definitely. I was going to say this is definitely a Vince McMahon book in 20 fucking falls.
Oh yeah, we got an 18-person tag match. Fuck me.
Oh my God! Don't get me started.
And then we're going to have Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Phoenix, you're answering first. Your 15 seconds start after each question. Obviously, you alternate, so Mike, you ask Phoenix, then Phoenix last Mike.
Okay.
Okay. When you're ready.
All right. First question. At Against All Odds 2007, this former WCW wrestler and current coordinator for the Chicago White Sox wrestled current Killer Elite Squad member and former TNA talent Lance Hoyt. Who was this wrestler that wrestled Lance Hoyt at that pay-per-view, Phoenix?
I don't know.
Not even nothing.
Never Scooby.
Right,
okay.
See?
No, it was not. The answer was Dale Torborg, a.k.a. the Kiss Demon in WCW.
Shit.
Who?
Dale Torborg, he's Kiss Demon. He was, remember when they did the base brawl, the AJ Brzezinski thing? Yeah, he wrestled Lance Hoyt on pay-per-view.
Alright, fortunately for Phoenix, we did set a rule that there was only one TNA question and one New Japan question each. Alright, Phoenix, your first question for Mike.
Alright, since it's WrestleMania weekend, we'll start off with a WrestleMania type question. Who was the last person to have a live band perform their entrance music at WrestleMania and then go on to win their match?
Ooh. Okay.
What was that again?
Who was the last person to have a live band perform their entrance music at WrestleMania and then go on to win their match?
Alright, Mike, what are you saying? That's a damn good question.
That is. Yo, all right. This could probably be wrong here, but I'm gonna say Triple H.
No, it was Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania 22.
Oh yeah, booyaka booyaka. That's right, POD. All right, you got me.
All right, question 2 for the Phoenix.
Okay. Chris Jericho debuted in this Japanese promotion in late 1994 as the Lionheart. What promotion was it, Phoenix?
I want to say New Japan, but it seems too obvious. But I don't know any others, so I'm going to have to say New Japan.
No, it was War, Wrestling and Romance.
I would have said All Japan.
Yeah, unfortunately, that came later.
All right, question 2 for Mike.
Who did Ric Flair beat at Super Brawl 14 to successfully retain the WCW World Heavyweight Championship?
Wow. Oh, my God. Dude, you really are going with these questions. I like it.
Go on, Phoenix!
Super Brawl 14, like, again, because this is stuff, like I said, I wasn't born for this, unfortunately.
And your answer is?
Oh, my God. Super Brawl 14. Jesus.
I know this.
I have to think, because it's just like, well, actually, no, wait a minute. I think I was born for this. I was a youngin'. We all were youngins. I don't fucking know. I'm trying to think of Ric Flair's opponents, man.
All right, time's up. Gotta rush it.
Yeah, Terry Funk. I think he wrestled Terry Funk at one of those. So yeah, I'm just gonna say Terry Funk.
Let me answer it.
No, who
It was Big Van Vader.
Oh, duh.
Ah!
Shit,
Yeah,
I gave you a clue as well.
Oh, whatever.
I always say the safe answer for Ric Flair in WCW is probably Sting. Question.
I was thinking Lex Luger.
Yeah. All right, question 3 for the Phoenix.
Oh boy. Okay. All right, we'll do this one. Taka Michinoku defended the light heavyweight championship against this future light heavyweight champion at WrestleMania 14. Who was his opponent, Phoenix?
Rios?
Rios.
Yeah, he got it.
Rios, whoa.
I was going to say I'm crying myself here.
Wait, what was his name? Because I think we just
Aguilar.
reviewed 14. Yeah, I was gonna say, what was
Aguilar.
his name? Like,
Mr. Aguilar.
Okay.
he's wearing a mask and everything.
First point to the Phoenix. Next question for Mike.
Fuck, I'm crying inside here because I could have gone, ah! I'm like, ah!
Okay.
My turn's last now, is it?
Yeah.
No. These two WWE
No,
Hall of-
it's Phoenix for Mike.
Oh, Phoenix for me. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
How long was New Day's record-breaking tag team title reign?
Oh.
Fucking
Oh, my God.
Right for the jugular.
Quick, check your walls.
No. And I actually know this too. Jeez.
Mom, I told you not to paint the fucking east wall!
Did you say you had the same question for him?
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
said no because I know this. I said well. Okay, repeat it one more time. Was it the longest? What was it?
How long was the New Day's record-breaking tag team title reign?
I think the longest reign was 400. No, wait, hold on. 483 days.
Correct.
Oh,
All right.
that's some knowledge. Okay, point of peace. Next one is Mike asking the Phoenix.
Okay. These two WWE Hall of Famers appeared in the 1993 film Life with Mikey, starring Michael J. Fox. Who are these Hall of Famers?
Belly just growled down.
Mm.
Any idea on that one?
Not a clue.
Okay.
Not a clue.
They were Jerry the King Lawler and Jeff Jarrett.
Wow.
Hmm.
Okay, next one for Mike.
Who was the very first IWGP Intercontinental Champion?
Price again.
God, jeez, man.
Come on, Mike, you crap here.
The first ever. Oh wait, yeah, no. I don't think it was a Japanese guy. Oh, all right. I think I have an idea. I remember. I think this was around either before he went to TNA. Was it MVP?
It was.
Hey.
All right.
Do you know what? I only read that.
Well done,
question.
Mike.
I was going to ask Kenny that question earlier in the week as well.
Well, because I was thinking to myself, wait a minute, it's either new. Obviously, I would be a New Japan wrestler, but I'm like, no, it could be because some of those first have been Americans. Like I was thinking cruiserweight champ, like the first one was Shinjiro Otani, but nah. All right, yeah, MVP, cool.
Okay, next
I was looking at that title on eBay the other day.
Were you really? How much was it? Were you getting it?
I can get one for £169.
Whoa.
Oh.
Fucking beautiful strap for Norman. It's absolutely stunning.
All right. What's the score now, by the way?
Score is 2-1 to you.
Okay. Next.
Next one for the Phoenix.
Who's asking?
Mike's asking you.
Oh, I'm asking. I'm sorry. sorry. Okay, we'll do this one next. Test was the bodyguard for this legendary rock. Before he got into wrestling, before WWE, Test was the bodyguard for this legendary rock band. Who was that rock band, Phoenix?
Oh, this is so wrong on me. I could have been competing for something.
I don't know.
Okay, which legendary band?
What was your answer, Phoenix?
Hmm?
Nope, nothing.
Again?
Okay. What's your
I
answer?
think Metallica.
No, it was Motley Crue.
Fucking hell.
Okay, Phoenix, Mike's next question.
What was Goldberg's win streak before before being defeated by Kevin Nash in the taser?
Oh my God!
And the taser.
And you son of a bitch! Because I just got him shaking in my head. I hate you so much. Oh, this is
I
another.
have to include that.
Oh, okay. I remember 173.
Hmm?
173-0 was it?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
3-1 to Mike.
Well, dude, how many times did they friggin' hype that when he was going against The Rock at the Backlash?
It's a handicap match against Kevin Nash in a taser.
Oh, good lord.
Okay, Mike, what is Phoenix's next question?
Okay. John Cena teamed with this former WWE Cruiserweight Champion in 2002 in the inaugural tournament to crown the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Who was John Cena's tag team partner in that tournament, Phoenix?
Oh, I think I know this.
The only one I can think of would be Rey Mysterio.
No, it was not Ray Ray. It was Billy Kidman.
Oh.
Wow. So I was thinking it might have been because they introduced the titles before he turned heel. I was thinking.
Well, yeah, that was like his first mini feud was Billy Kidman because they lost to Angle and Benoit, and then John Cena beat him with like his feet on the rope.
Wore them stupid fucking tights.
Yes.
Short pants.
Came out to that that theme, yeah.
Alright, question 6 for Mike.
Who received the pink slip in Feast of Fire 2008?
All right. Was he hot and was he spicy and did he taste great? Was it Curry Man?
Ooh. It was sort of like his alter ego, Christopher Daniels. I don't know if I should reward that.
Different gimmick. Well, different people played Curry Man, so I guess you can't give that one.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, that blows.
Phoenix has got the biggest grin on his face right now.
Was the answer Christopher Daniels, but it wasn't Curry Man?
Yeah, because Curry, I think he only played Curry Man 4 times, and that the same gimmick was actually someone was doing the same gimmick at the current time when he was with TNA.
Yeah,
and it was still going in Japan.
Okay.
All right. Still 3-1 to you, though, Mike. So what's next question for the Phoenix?
All right, we'll do this one next. This WWE Hall of Famer starred in the 2005 horror film Santa's Sleigh as Santa Claus. Who was that Hall of Famer?
I don't think I've seen this.
Mick Foley? I don't know. This is the first one that jumped out in my head.
I'm disappointed you didn't get that one.
It was not Mick Foley. It was Goldberg.
Yeah. I could remember Goldberg doing something actually decent. Or whatever.
All right. So it's still 3-1, Mike. If you... Oh, no. Carry on. Phoenix can still draw if you get this one right.
Who holds the record for the most cumulative Royal Rumble eliminations? I'll give you a bonus point if you can guess how many.
Okay.
Bonus point.
Fucking hell, Phoenix! You're giving a fucking bonus point, you know? What part of we can draw? Did you not hear?
Is it Roman Reigns?
Oh, Phoenix.
No.
Oh. Okay. Well, I was going to say Kane or Roman, but I'm like, oh, wait a minute. All right, then I guess...
Roman holds a record for the most in a single Royal Rumble.
Oh, okay. Then that would probably
I was
be
on
Kane.
about like throughout a career.
Okay. Oh, without career. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I'll leave it
Kane and 44 eliminations throughout his career.
Oh,
all right.
All right. Okay, well, Phoenix, you do need this one right. Well, you need all 3 of the next ones right to stay in.
No pressure, Phoenix.
Oh, okay. We'll do this one. AJ Styles feuded with this man in Ring of Honor over the Styles Clash finisher. Who was that wrestler, Phoenix?
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, wait. It doesn't matter if you get this one wrong. Actually, you can still continue unless Mike gets the next one right. My bad.
Okay.
I don't know, Jay Lethal.
No, it was not Jay Lethal. It was Jimmy Rave.
Okay, so now, Mike, if you get this one right, you have 1.
Okay.
Right, as you know, Chris Jericho holds the most reigns as Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah.
Can you tell me who he beat for his first IC title reign?
The first IC title. Wasn't that China?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Congratulations, Mike. Still the Master Wrestling Knowledge Champion, and of course you will complete your 365 days tomorrow.
Oh.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, you had him, Phoenix, man. With them first couple of questions, I was thinking he's going to do it.
Yeah, that's what I did with Moses, because Moses started off good, but then he kind of just went, so it's all good. It's all fun. By the way, you know what my other 2 questions were, right?
Yeah, out of interest, what were the last questions?
Big T was portrayed by this former WWE Intercontinental Champion.
Fucking Alan Johnson.
Thank you. And Lita debuted in ECW in 1999 under what name as the manager of Danny Doring and Roadkill?
Oh, Christ.
Crap.
Bollocks.
Was it crap or bollocks?
No.
No.
It was crappy bollocks.
I've got it on the end of me fucking tongue. I'd love to have it on the end of me fucking tongue.
All right.
She was also one of Godfather's hoes.
Yes.
Is it?
Was before
Miss Congeniality.
And the Butcher gets it right.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Well played, Phoenix.
Okay. Okay, again, one of tonight's theme songs is brilliant. Cross Off is one of tonight's theme songs by Mark Morton and the late great Chester Bennington, taken from Mark's solo album Anesthetic, which is available now on iTunes and Spotify. Okay, now for the big one. Get the Pro Plus ready, make some coffee, buy a shit ton of Red Bull. WrestleMania.
Whiskey.
Yeah, whiskey. Might actually help you get through it as well.
I'm off the beer.
Okay, pre-show matches.
Not off the whiskey, though. That's a good one. Way.
Mike, as you said, 3 pre-show matches. 2 of them are bullshit battle royals, so we don't really care. So let's get the battle royals out of the way. Men's.
This is a tough one, this. Because I don't really care. And I don't really know of anyone that's in it. I'm just going to go with the safe bet, and you're just going to go with fucking Braun, aren't you? You know. Do you know what? No, I'm going to go with Kevin Owens.
Okay.
Is Kevin Owens in it? He's got to be in it.
Probably, yeah. He's not doing anything else.
Kevin Owens, man. I'm going to go with Kevin Owens. And if Kevin Owens is my man, then Kevin Owens will do the right thing and snap the fucking statue in half.
Have you noticed it's shrunk?
Has it?
The trophy's tiny now.
That's what happens when it's fake gold.
Emir, obviously you were a bit quiet during the Knowledge Championship. Who are you going with in the Battle Royal?
I'm going to, again, try to be the smartest guy in the room, which is going to be hilarious when I see all those damn X's. I'm going with the guy who's not even announced to appear at WrestleMania. I'm going to say Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah.
Big good shot there.
Don't be
Imagine
fucking
Gronkowski and fucking the hemorrhoid that we haven't seen in weeks cutting on the TV.
Remember when Shaq came out?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was going to come out at that time. He just popped up.
Yeah, he just walked amongst the crowd and you're like, oh, hey, it's Shaq.
I think there'll be a few of them in it, you know. I do think there'll be a few of them in it.
Well, we know we're getting those Sue Gobshites from SNL.
I can't fuck. I just wish. I hope one of them fucking busts his fucking back. I know that's horrible, but that's just me.
Yeah.
You know, no pressure to be nice, guys. Come on, you got it in you. I like controversy.
All right, I'm going to go with the safe bet here, and I'm just going to say it just because the storyline going into this is just the whole SNL thing, and to be honest with you, I don't give a rat's ass about this Battle Royal, so I'm just going to say Braun wins it.
Yeah, okay. Do you know I actually found out this week Colin Jost is dating Scarlett Johansson?
Oh, the fucking bastard.
Jeez. As if you needed another reason to hate him.
Now there's some
Let's see if we'll still be able to when Braun gets through to him.
Yeah, why
there's some bathwater, man.
Oh. Why wasn't he a victim of the snap?
I'm not talking about his bathwater, it's Scarlett Johansson's.
Phoenix, who are you going with for the Battle Royal?
Braun.
Okay, that's 3 for Braun. I'll go with Braun as well.
Said it with a bit of excitement, Phoenix. You know what I mean? Braun!
Yeah, you can't get excited for the bullshit Battle Royal.
No, it's crap, man.
And then we have the Women's Battle Royal.
I don't really give a fuck about this because Asuka's going to win it again, I think.
Well, anything less than Asuka would be an insult.
Yeah.
The women, here's the thing about the women, though. Everybody in this Battle Royal is going to, this is what's going to happen. One by one, everybody's going to come out and do a Gail Kim and just eliminate themselves. Because here's the irony.
Lacey Evans is going to win it. No.
With Charlotte, Flair, and Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch main eventing WrestleMania, somehow every other woman in the company still feels slighted.
I reckon what's going to happen, right, is someone will come down to the ring, but they'll get attacked, right? And then you'll have, like, the last 2, but then Lacey Evans is musical, and they'll think, right, She's gonna do her usual U-turn when she gets to the end of the ramp, but she'll pretend to do it and then jump in the ring and just toss someone over and then walk straight out the ring.
Nice.
Be ace.
I like it. I'm agreeing with it. I'm going with it.
There you go, see? That's what it says. Look at that for Coulter Butcher.
It
See? So, that's all you have to do.
I do hope Asuka just goes psycho and everyone know.
Do you know what? Asuka doesn't even convince me as fucking strong style anymore.
I know.
They've killed her completely. They've ruined the girl.
Here's the worst part about
shower of shite that happened on SmackDown this week.
Oh, the 18 fucking person tag match.
Rubbish, man. Absolute rubbish. Who would come up with an idea like that?
We know who. But here's the thing about Asuka. In all the time that she's been in America, she's only learned one phrase, and that is, nobody's ready for Asuka. And now that she loses all the time, she has to learn a new phrase. It's not fair.
It's just silly.
Asuka wasn't ready for everybody.
There we go.
Asuka wasn't ready for Vince.
Sure was.
She's 100% leaving when her contract expires. She is.
I hope she does. She deserves so much.
100%.
They say Shinsuke will stay for the waves.
My
It's like,
children like Point Break, I stay.
Nakamura, you being screwed over. You got to go to Japan. Yeah, but you seen them waves, man?
No speak English. I stay.
No speak English.
No, dude, we're trying to help you. No speak English.
Nakamura's going surfing. Surfing USA. Any more predictions for the women's bullshit battle royal?
I'll just say Asuka, or if it's not Asuka, it'll be Mandy Rose, so Corey Graves can, ejaculate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go like this, though.
Corey Graves has got to sort his hair out, man. He looks ridiculous.
Oh, what the hell was with that cut this week,
The fuck, man? Has Corey fallen on hard times and he can't afford a hairdresser?
He looked like his mum cut it.
He does, doesn't he? He stopped grading it and everything. Looks bad.
Phoenix?
It's an insult she's even in it, but I've got to go Asuka.
Before Butcher convinced me about Lacey, I was going to say, looks like Mandy was going to win and then Sonya would just turn on her and dump her out.
I thought I liked that. Just Sonya
Or
coming
vice
out.
versa.
Yeah.
Amir, who are you going with?
Yeah, I like the idea of Lacey Evans because I just all this talk, every time you hear the name Lacey Evans, they're talking about her like she's the greatest thing that's ever happened. And I don't even think it's based on necessarily on her wrestling ability. I just think because of her look and blah, blah, blah. And I think for Vince McMahon, he's getting all these memories of, how it used to be with him and Trish.
Yeah. He likes his tall blondes.
Do
Yeah.
you know what, right? I've never been one for fucking, like wrestling tattoos and things like that. But I walked into a tattooist the other day and I said, you know what? I said, can you do it? He said, what? He said, what style? I said, pin-up style. He said, dude, that'd be awesome. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get Lacey Evans on my leg, but in like a 1960s pin-up.
Yeah, well, that's a gimmick, isn't it?
Oh, exactly. I was like, wow. But I'm going to have it in like, like the red, white and blue fucking skirt.
Yeah.
Yes.
The American colours. Yes.
Okay.
Can't wait, man. Lacey Evans on my leg. Oh, carry a pack of tissues with me every day.
That's turning the tables. Somebody else on Butcher's leg.
I might have to bend it over, blowing a kiss. Yeah, wouldn't it? Be a bit awkward, wouldn't it? Look, just randomly looking over, and I got some fucking random guy just going at it on me shin.
Okay, so
pass him a Kleenex. Wipe yourself off, mate, when you're finished.
Does Buddy Murphy survive another pre-show?
I'm gonna say he does.
Yeah.
Even though Tony Nese is in the home territory there, and I like Tony Nese, and I think it's going to be a great match.
I'd like Nese to win it. Unfortunately, I just don't think they've ever given Nese a platform to actually get any attention from the fans. I still don't think the fans actually give a fuck, but that's because it's 205.
The brawl was pretty cool this week. I did see that bit.
It was decent, like I said, but I gotta go Buddy Murphy, man. Like I said, it's gonna be good, but Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, you don't win in your hometown, Tony.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Emir?
Yeah, I'm going Buddy Murphy. I last saw Tony Nese wrestle live in front of my face. I could have reached out and touched this guy at the at Access at Takeover and Royal Rumble weekend, and he looks great. You know, he looks great, but yeah, it's insane. And you know what? He's actually a really good heel because he's such a fucking dick. but I don't. You're right. I don't know that anybody really cares.
That's what I mean. He's going into that match and he is a face, and you're like, no one gives a fuck. No, this is part. I've always had this problem in RWT, haven't I? As well as you well know. You know, when anyone ever covered 205, I still say my argument has got strength. No one cares. If that audience, if that 205, right, was filmed at the same time as NXT, right, it would have strength. Because it's shot in a fucking arena with half-wit fucking wrestling fans that love John Cena, it will never have any strength because these guys are fucking world-class indie wrestlers. They're not fucking arse jockeys that have come from fucking OVE. You know, Vince looks at him and goes, who's that guy with the blonde flecks at the front of his head? Oh, that's Prototype. You know, what's his real name? John Cena. Right.
I like it.
I've got an idea for him, and it's going to be aggression. You know what I mean? It is.
All right. Phoenix Murphy as well.
Yeah.
He sounded well stoked for that, didn't he?
Yeah. 205 match. Yeah. Although the cruiserweight title matches do tend to be really fucking good. It's just a shame they're on the pre-show.
It's just.
Well, shame
especially when you think fucking 3 years ago, man, we were watching Aries and fucking Neville.
Yeah, and didn't even make the
and
DVD.
then it wouldn't even make you exactly. Fuck that.
Okay, so on to the main show. Before we begin the 5-hour marathon, I've got to start with this just to hear some rage. Falls Count Anywhere. Shane McMahon versus The Miz. Phoenix.
Let's go, Miz.
Phoenix, who have you got?
Gotta be Miz, man. Be nice.
Remember, he's a super baby face now.
Be super baby face.
Come on, Phoenix.
That doesn't change my opinion of him.
Do you not even like the storyline? Do you not feel sorry for him?
I feel sorry for Sanity making them job to him.
Oh yeah, that was bad. That was really bad.
Come on. You gotta keep up the work, haven't you? You know what I mean? I don't understand that. If I'm honest, I don't get that.
I don't get it either.
It wouldn't surprise me if they're fucking leaving after Mania anyway.
Yeah. We'll have Eric Young in the TNA Hall of Fame next year.
Well, Wolf's been pissed, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Well, I think Wolf's had a few fucking tellings off with his shit on social media.
Oh, he's had enough, he has.
Venting.
Killian Dane's had enough as well.
Fuck's sake.
You can tell Young's the best when he's not saying anything.
I would send Killian Dane to NXT UK though. That's what I would have done. Fucking him and Walter. Yes, please.
Well, yeah. Well, they sent Cassius Ohno over there, so we're probably going to get Cassius and Walter.
Can I ask you guys something? Since it came up, I'm sorry. I just have to understand this because I personally think it's the wrong thing to do, but I want to know where you gentlemen stand with this. What of a WWE superstar bitching and moaning on Twitter about their position? Is that, now don't get me wrong, us regular Joes, we complain probably on social media about our job and stuff like that, but we also don't have millions of people following us like, oh, my favorite Walmart player, he's upset, blah blah blah.
If we complained about our job on social media, we get sacked.
Listen, I don't think there's anything wrong with turning up to do a job that you're employed to do, right? This is the same, right? What I'm going to say is it's what I'm about to say is directed at all of us in this group, right? We're butchers. There you go. See, We're butchers in our local supermarket. We all turn up for work, and randomly, our store manager comes over and says, "All right, guy, for the next 3 months, you're skilled, by the way, as well. So, you know what I mean? A butcher is a skilled job. So for the next 3 to 4 months, I'm going to have you stacking shelves. But while you're going to be stacking shelves, your wages are going to be decreased. What are you going to do?" Fuck you, dude. I'm a fucking fully skilled butcher. You know what I mean? You're going to pay me the same money to stack a shelf, or I'm going to leave. I'll go somewhere else. Well, you can't. You've got a contract. If you leave, you lose all your holiday entitlements and all that shit. But I've got a contract. You can't do that. You know, at the end of the day, they're wrestlers, aren't they? You're wrestlers. You're hired to be a wrestler. Full stop. But these fuckers are lucky because they can hire at no, you know what I mean? There's no limits to what they can add to the fucking roster. But when you take 3 guys from a promotion where they're succeeding, you know, last great match they had was at War Games. You know, Killian Dane put fucking every motherfucker over in that match. But then they're taken up to SmackDown. They have fucking one appearance where they come out and tell everyone we're sanity, chaos. And that's it. Now fucking they're resorting to fucking The Miz. Fucking... You know what I mean?
Yeah. How do they get away? How does anybody in this company get away with complaining on Twitter without repercussions? Because that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what happened to the fear? Right? How did people get to the point where they're not even afraid to go on social media and just talk bad about the company?
I think it's all staged now, dude.
Look at
Rusev. It's all staged. The fact
Rusev
that you've
just says whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, but the fact that you've got WWE, do you know what I mean? They all got WWE on their fucking Twitter handles. And then it's funny because when one person removes WWE, God, they're leaving.
Yeah, or change it to their real name.
You know what I mean? I mean, look at Luke Gallows and fucking Carl Anderson. Refusing to sign an extension. Boom, you're banished. How shit's that? Do you know what I mean? A contract is a contract. You don't want to sign an extension, then they treat you like shit. Isn't treating someone like shit because their refusal, do you know what I mean, to look after the best interests of their career and family, but then you shit on and banished. I mean, I wouldn't be given a fuck because I just sit there earning money. You know? What are you going to care for? But
like
there's got to be certain laws. Exactly. I did that in Morrison's. Fuck you.
Yeah, you did. You proper did a JTG.
Exactly. Fuck you. You know what I mean? You want to have people fucking talk about me? I'll sit here and you'll fucking pay me, motherfucker. And then when I'm told I could come back to work, I'll say, "Oh, my shoulder still hurts. There's my finger. Sit on it and spin." Best heel in the business.
Okay, is anybody saying Shane?
And is all that true?
That's true.
Yeah, I'm saying Shane.
Of course I'm saying Shane.
Saying Shane.
I loved it. Everyone would call me the fucking worst things in the world. And I was like, yeah, I am.
Amir, did you say Shane as well?
No, I hate Shane McMahon. I hate him. Listen, I love Shane McMahon, like the guy behind the microphone, making matches and being like a face, you know, general manager or whatever he is. But I've seen Shane McMahon wrestle live a shit ton of times now, and it's just the same. All right, somebody get this guy on the announce table so I can jump off of that, and then you hold this guy in the corner so I can do a coast to coast. Let me climb on one more high thing, and then the match is over. It's like, but that's not just reserved for pay-per-views. It's like I'm wrestling on SmackDown. All right, let's get over to that announce table. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. First of all, you little bitch, learn how to punch. I fucking hate watching him swing his arms.
Listen to me.
Because it makes me mad, man. Dude, I can't hold my lunch down watching that guy swing. Do you really punch like that?
Fuck. Two guys here that hate both guys.
I know, and Phoenix hasn't even raged.
It's like, I don't know.
Because everyone already knows
like,
how I feel about the Miz.
See, I don't like
trying-
Shane McMahon. I don't like him. I think it's a shambles that we've got a guy that's been in the business for that long, and he still wants to fucking. Do you know what I mean? Be the center of attention.
Yeah, what else could it be? And you going like, oh, you know, all these years my dad's never hugged me. Well, learn to throw a proper punch, and then maybe. Jesus Christ, maybe because you know when you hug somebody, your arms have to come up. He's probably afraid.
Do you know what? Do you know another thing that's a shambles is the fact that they make you believe that he's this martial artist, and you're like, they must piss themselves laughing
He
at
says
you.
Vince never hugged him, but yet when he came back a couple of years ago, Vince went to hug him, but he was like, "Fuck off! I know what happened to Titus O'Neil."
Exactly. And one last thing about Shane McMahon. Stop shuffling your fucking feet. You look like an idiot. Just walk down the ramp, man. You're embarrassing yourself. Jesus Christ.
My son said that to me, 10-year-old child. He said, what does he look like, Dad?
Okay, that's Amir's first
There you
promo
go.
of the show.
Yeah. Just tell you, when you say something like that, you got to, after all that I said, I go, other than that, I have no thoughts.
Yeah.
So, I think all of us are going to say The Miz except for Phoenix, because of course.
Yeah. All right, we've already touched on this, but we'll do it anyway. Samoa Joe versus maybe not Rey Mysterio for the US title.
Samoa Joe. Just Samoa Joe.
Yeah,
Kill
I
him.
was gonna say Joe retains.
Joe.
Yeah.
I don't. I just listen. I hope it's Rey Mysterio, because y'all know the opinion I've got of Rey. They should never have re-signed him. I got no time for people like, you know what I mean. The fuck you want to make snot-nosed kids buy a mask. You know, no. You're part of the reason the business is fucked. You know what I mean?
I gotta know from you guys, what's the better chant? Is the better chant Joe, 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 or is the better chant bro, bro, bro?
I just want to hear the 2005 Joe's gonna kill you.
Joe is gonna kill you.
But do you know what? There would be a certain fucking part of that if the WWE fans started shouting that. I tell you what, there would be as much. They would want to stop it.
Yeah.
Because
Oh my God, they said
it's
kill.
not PG. They
Yeah,
wouldn't
oh my
want
God.
it. You know what I mean? It's just so wrong. But fans wouldn't chant that anyway because they've never heard it.
No.
They've never heard it. They don't get it.
I think it was a genius move in TNA. Obviously, inherited that chant from Taz in ECW. So when Taz came to TNA, they made him Joe's manager.
Really, that was outstanding. I always remember that promo. You know, just when Taz walks out and he tells them exactly who he is, and then you got Joe's new music.
Mhm.
Survive if he lets you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my God! But that was so true.
Mhm.
Everything about that guy is badass. I just want to know. They should have pulled the fucking plug when he took on Lesnar. Instead, they had him fucking fall within 5 to 10 minutes.
And one F5. And one F5.
Do you know what I mean? Fuck off. Fuck off.
Bullshit.
That's how you bury a guy, man, that's fucking just killed everything in his path. If you think I'm lying, go watch Unbreakable 2005.
Amazing.
All right. So everyone for Joe, basically, for that one.
Yeah, Joe.
Joe's going to kill whoever steps in the ring. Hopefully.
He's
Please
going
be
to
John
get a
Cena.
clutch.
Please be John Cena.
Coquina clutch on John Cena, motherfucker.
Women's Tag Team Championship, one of the very many Fatal 4-Way matches we've got this weekend, as Phoenix pointed out. Boss and Hug Connection defending against Beth Phoenix and Natalya versus the Iconics versus Nia and Tamina.
It's like
if there's any justice, there will be Iconics.
Yeah, but there won't be.
Okay. It's like WrestleMania 20 all over for me because I was there live for those two Fatal 4-Way matches
yeah.
for the titles. So
that was pretty cool, though. They were the only two Fatal 4-Way matches of that night, and they were both for tag team titles.
Yeah. But yeah, here's the thing. With this, I mean, I like Beth Phoenix a lot. I like her and Natalya as the Divas of Doom. Iconics, I want the Iconics to win too, but I don't think they are, so I'm just going to say Bayley and Sasha. Bathwater, Nia, and Tamina. I mean, whatever. So, Bayley and Sasha.
I ain't drinking Tamina's bathwater. Fuck
I'm
that.
not either. Nia, yes. Tamina, oh no.
I'll have some of Nia's.
Oh no. Sorry.
No. Oh no.
He mentioned bathwater, so I'm going to segue to Emir.
Of course.
I hope until they come up with some better entrance music for Tamina that she never wins anything in life ever. I don't want her to win like I don't want. Yeah, like oh, I know. Let's just say her name and make her sound like she lives in the jungle.
What was that WrestleMania? I can't remember. It was the biggest ramp they've ever had. Was it
2 years ago? 2 years ago.
17.
Yeah. Could you imagine that walking dead slow to that Tamina? Now we know why Tamina's been left on the shelf for so long.
I'm just glad Undertaker was a biker for that one, so he could just fucking rev down.
Exactly.
Yeah, Tamina's walking down. Taker said, "Just give me the fucking keys to me bike. Give it here quick. I can't listen to this shit." Tamina, get on!
She's already got the look for a biker.
Would it be 17 or would it be the one a couple of years ago with the WrestleMania Sun, and then Taker came up through the halfway down the ramp?
They probably have been longer since they started going to stadiums, but yeah, Houston was a big one. Okay, Emir, who are you going with?
Wait, who's in this match again? I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Tamina's fucked me up.
So there's Bayley and Sasha, there's Beth, Phoenix, and Natalya. These are the Iconics, and there's Nia and Tamina.
This is Sasha and Bayley's like first or maybe second title defense?
Second,
yeah.
Geez, the Boston Hug connection. Fuck that. By the way, I stood squarely in the middle of the Boston Hug connection, and it was super awkward.
Yeah.
So
I love the caption. Me, I can't stand Sasha Banks. Also me. Hey.
I think the thing is, right, if I was hugged by Bayley, it'd be like getting hugged by a man.
Oh, don't trigger Phoenix.
Yeah, it just reminded me of there's a photo of Bayley hugging Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens just sat there like, get off me.
Yeah, that'd be
right
butcher.
now.
If there was any justice in this world, then Beth Phoenix and Natalya Neidhart would win this match, because Natalya is, to me, the most talented woman that's ever been on that roster. She comes out of the dungeon, and that holds a lot of weight with me. But with that being said, because it's WWE,
Beth Phoenix is just there for a nostalgia trip.
Yeah, but she's got. I mean, Natalya.
My theory on Natalya is she's about to retire.
Yeah,
I think this is her last year.
Just go home and sit with her cats and TJ.
Well, Jim Neidhart's going in this year, so what a feel-good moment that would be for her and Beth to win the tag titles.
Oh, I didn't even consider that.
Yeah, it is the year of the tag team in the Hall of Fame, except for randomly Tori Wilson. But yeah, I'll go with I'm gonna go with Natalya and Beth Phoenix, just because I just feel like Natalya should have won a lot more in her career. She should have held championships, but she was a wrestler at a time where it was nothing but divas.
Yeah.
If Natalya came into the business today, she would have thrived, but she wasn't what they were looking for all those other years. But I want to go with them.
Okay. Phoenix?
Um,
Well, I know you're not going to go for the Iconics, because...
No.
Oh, Iconics!
Well, they remind me of a rip-off version of the Bella Twins with
that's an
Vicky
insult.
Guerrero's voice.
Ha ha ha! Funny man.
Excuse me.
Oh, they're amazing. They're amazing.
Oh, I can't stand. The only difference is they're not dating anybody famous enough to shoot them up to the top.
Whoa!
Whoa, Phoenix.
That is actually a fucking credit that you're not sleeping your way to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't Peyton dating Ty Dillinger? So if anything, she should be buried.
Ty Dillinger, yeah. She was like, when Ty handed in his notice, well, you're fucked off.
So which one are you going with then?
And I'm going to move up.
Beth Phoenix is just there for a nostalgia trip, so they won't be winning.
Process of elimination.
And Tamina and Nia are just ugly as sin, so I'm going to say...
How can anyone say, right?
Connection.
How can anyone say Beth Phoenix is there just for a nostalgia trip? Did you watch her anyone watch her in the ring in that the last 2 weeks in the build-up?
She's been great.
She doesn't look like she's ever been away.
And the spirit
that woman could still come back, and you know what I mean? If she wanted to. I think the only reason she's never ever come back is because she had neck issues.
Yeah.
You know? I think, fucking hell, I watched her just lift Tamina up. That ain't no fucking easy feat, that.
What about that spear through the barricade?
There you go. Telling you. You know what? There's a part of me that hopes they do, but I gotta stay with my girls. You know what I mean? I gotta go through at least 10 Kleenex. Oh, iconics.
Peyton sold that Glam Slam brilliantly as well.
Yeah, the scream and then on the way down, yeah.
Okay. Let's get this one out of the way. Intercontinental Championship, Bobby Lashley versus the Demon.
Don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't ever want to see that song again.
I just don't want to see fucking the Demon.
I just
think
don't like
it's the
when
worst
they
thing ever.
announce the Demon in advance.
No, they do it all
I
the
just
time
don't
on the main
wanna
roster
see it.
now.
I know.
I just don't want to see it. I think it's atrocious now.
I love the logic. We're going to have normal Finn against Brock Lesnar, but we're going to bring out a Demon for Bobby Lashley.
Who was it that said in RWT earlier on, get rid of the wig? Because it looks stupid now. Just looks like they've just wrapped the shit on a toilet roll up. It looks terrible. It really does. I can't understand how they've never said to him, come up with something decent. Do you know what I mean? The creative side of the guy is amazing.
I can't do anything decent. Disney bought them all.
He can't. For fucking hell, Vince.
Finn has said that the only one he regrets that he hasn't had a chance to do was Silver Surfer.
He says, listen. Well, someone tell me film companies. WWE Studios? No, you can't dress up anything like that. Let's dress him up like Kane. No, it's been done. What about 18th century? No, they're owned by Disney. Okay, you're fucked, Finn.
What doesn't Disney own? Batman. Sold.
No, it's just silly.
Batman.
Why'd you gotta become the Demon to take on Bobby Lashley?
I know, it's so stupid.
Do you know what I mean? But Bobby's took pinfalls already. Do you know what I mean? If it was someone like Braun Strowman where he was undefeated, I get it. You'd want to bring something out the closet. You know what I mean? The boogeyman type of thing. But it makes no fucking sense. It makes as much sense as what they did last SummerSlam.
Yeah, he's already beat Lashley as normal Finn.
It's just fucking. I don't get it.
It makes perfect sense.
Keep in mind, he used a Demon at SummerSlam to take on Baron Corbin.
Yeah, stupid.
Oh, jeez. This is all about toys, gentlemen. Okay, I figured this out the moment I stepped into the store at Target and I saw Braun Strowman, the action figure, flipping this red car, and I was like, didn't we just see this on Raw? It's like, oh right, they're building angles around toys now, so there must be a new Demon toy coming out. As long as they can market Demon toys, that no matter how shitty that wig looks, Phoenix, they shall continue. By the way, let's not forget, we got a really good meme out of this. That the part where that meme with Bobby Lashley, his face is up on the Titantron, and somebody is saying, "This is what my food sees," staring at it when it's in the microwave. That was the look on his face, because his head is so oddly shaped. It looked like he was in a box looking through the window of a microwave or something. But yeah, man, I think this is weird. I don't know, man. I don't even know why this match is happening, because we've seen it like a million times.
Yeah.
But with that being said, the Demon doesn't lose, right? So.
Well, we all know our matches have been moved to the fucking. You know what I mean? We could end up with four matches on the pre-show. They said 3. I remember last year.
Yeah.
There was supposed to be fucking there was another one moved down there to give more time to the mains.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's just there's too much. There's literally too much.
You don't need 15
in my
matches.
opinion.
This is what makes
too
me
much.
laugh, is Vince apparently took the title off Asuka because he doesn't want 14, 15 matches. Why have we got 14, 15 matches then?
Stupid.
So is everybody saying Balor?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Demon doesn't
Yeah,
lose.
since the demon's coming out.
Well, he hasn't lost on the main roster.
No, I think Bobby Lashley. I do think Bobby Lashley.
Oh, okay.
I do think Bobby Lashley.
I wouldn't be surprised if they swerved us with Lashley. 'Cause, I mean, they ended Asuka's streak last year.
Yeah, but I think everybody knew that was happening.
I didn't. I was well fucked off.
Yeah, me.
I was just fucked off with what they did with Asuka afterwards.
I was even more fucked off on SmackDown.
Mm.
Okay. SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Another fatal 4-way match. The Usos against Ricochet and Aleister Black. The Bar and Nakamachka.
It's just filler matches, man.
Yeah.
Why can't they? Do you know what? Why can't you be ashamed just to tell guys, listen, we got fuck all for you at Mania? Why is it they have to cram everyone to get? You know what I mean? Is it like something that's in your contract saying I have to fucking do so many Manias within my contract?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's overkill.
Nakamachka suck donkey dick. It's so silly, man. Why can't we just have a normal fucking tag team match?
Yeah, I had to laugh at
So I have to watch Big E and Xavier Woods in a fucking in a battle royal. You know what I mean? You've just called the bastards fucking B+ players. They're actually C+ players.
I had to laugh at Lana's tweet saying how the fans have basically turned on Rusev. No, we just got wise to his booking.
You know,
Not that we don't want to see him. It's just that we're not stupid.
You know what? I can't see him losing twice in one weekend.
Who are the Usos?
So I'm gonna have to go with Black and Ricochet.
Yeah, I'll just put Team
I am.
NXT.
I know it makes no sense, like Emir said earlier on, but you can't lose twice in one weekend, can you?
No, well, you could in WWE, but
I know you can, like, you know what I mean. But for me, this is Vince McMahon booking. Vince will be all over it.
They don't get pinned.
Vince will be all over it. Vince is booking SummerSlam now. It's like, that's gonna be amazing. Trust me. Ricochet versus Aleister Black at SummerSlam. It's gonna be awesome. Aleister Black's gonna come out as Undertaker version 2.6. You know what I mean? 2.0? Vince? No, 2.6.
Okay, so my theory is I'm going to say the Usos retain and they pin either the Bar or knocking on heaven's door, Nakamachka. So, all right, like, I see what they're doing with the Usos. My theory is that we go to Raw on Monday and they finally beat the Revival for the Raw tag titles, and I think the Usos are going to feud with the Hardys, and we're going to finally get that match for the SmackDown tag titles, because that's the only tag titles that the Hardys ever won, is the SmackDown tag titles.
What should have been on the card anyway. Why aren't the Hardys in this match anyway?
They're in the Battle Royal, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
But they're a tag team and they're on SmackDown, so why? Oh,
I know, it makes no sense.
Because they weren't sharing the ring with the Usos when Alexa made the match.
Fucking stupid booking. What if she comes out like she did when they returned and just puts them in the match right before it starts, like New Day did?
I wonder who.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm still saying Team NXT.
Team NXT. I'm going with the Usos for two reasons. One, they're actually meant to be a tag team. They're not just two great singles competitors that are being forced together for no reason at all.
Mm-hmm.
One of the better tag teams to have ever done it in the history. But also, and also, Jesus Christ.
It's just that distant, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it was so far away. There's the part where we can't fool ourselves, gentlemen, into thinking that every decision WWE is making right now is not influenced by what AEW is doing.
Yeah.
And there's that version of like, the Revival's complaining on the internet. Let's do something. Let's give them something because they know. It's not that WWE doesn't know that they're sitting on a gold mine of talent. It's just that if there's nobody to steal that talent, then they don't have to pay attention. But now that AEW is afoot, anybody who's half good, they got to do something to keep them here. And the Usos, I know, there's a lot of Rikishi's going around mentioning, here and there, making a lot of little hints about them leaving the company. I don't see they would take the belts off of them. I feel like the Usos are going to keep going.
Yeah, okay. Phoenix?
I'll have to say Usos.
Okay. Alright, so that's 2 for Team NXT, 3 for the Usos. Okay, we've got 2 singles matches.
Saying that, Aleister Black and Ricochet, they don't need to be a tag team.
No, they don't. They do make a good tag team, but they don't need to be a tag team. Alright, Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre.
It's a tough one.
The reality is Drew McIntyre should win this match. Drew McIntyre should really continue to be groomed as the future face of WWE because he's tall, he's athletic, he's got a great look, he cuts an amazing promo. He's literally got it all. But now this, Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Piece of
done. Done and done. Right? You don't even have to list anything. You just go, Roman Reigns, we get it. Back fresh off of beating cancer. Now that means Reigns has officially beaten everybody and everything. And and I don't know that they're gonna let
motherfucker.
You don't bring Roman Reigns back from beating cancer to have him lose at WrestleMania.
No.
So
can you imagine if they put it as a main event just to troll people? Yeah, I think we're all pretty much just saying it's a foregone conclusion. Roman Reigns beats McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, we go.
There it is. Roman Reigns.
And Phoenix just dropped to the floor. What else we got? AJ Styles, Randy Orton. Another singles match.
For the love of God, just put it on AJ, man. AJ Styles.
Yeah. For the way the storyline's gone, I'd say AJ.
I'm going to go Randy.
Okay.
I'll go AJ. Yeah, I'll go AJ. I really can't think of any reason why Randy Orton needs to win the match. Honestly, I just and you know what? It'll do something for the indie darlings, I think, a little bit if AJ gets the win because Randy Orton's an asshole. He's always talking shit about the indies.
I think AJ's gonna go for some like shooting star press, and Randy's gonna catch him with the fucking RKO out of nowhere.
I swear, Randy Orton.
Like he did with the Phenomenal Forum and Orton catches him with the RKO on SmackDown.
Yeah, he's gonna do it, man.
Randy Orton is 39 years old and he's got the hair of when he was 24. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You know what?
Specimen. He's a specimen.
I still hate the Phenomenal Forearm as a finisher.
Really?
It's not a finishing move. It's a forearm. Like, he used it in TNA as just like a regular move.
Yeah, before the Styles Clash.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing about it is it looks super cool in slow motion when they do the replay.
It does look super cool, but it's not a finisher.
The Styles Clash is the
finisher. It's not... Daz, it's not a finisher. Okay, Hogan did a fucking leg drop, all right?
But whose was better, CM Punk's or AJ Styles?
I've always liked AJ's.
What, the what?
Yeah. I think Punk's ID. And you look at him back when Punk. I would say Punk more when he was younger.
Yeah.
Now, before he tried to kill himself against
saying that, I would say AJ when he was younger. You look at fucking AJ's man in TNA. The lad could cover 3/4 of a ring.
Yeah.
But then you'd have that argument that the rings were smaller.
Well, the spiral tap was an amazing finisher. Move, top, the spiral.
He used to do the Fosbury flop as well, which obviously he doesn't do anymore because he's a bit bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a beautiful move.
I do a flop when I'm finished. My finishing. They're good.
Phoenix, are you saying AJ?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, look, sound excited. Fucking hell, Phoenix.
I'm not excited to see the match.
Oh, okay.
It's had a good build-up, to be fair, this match.
Mm.
All right, Baron Corbin, Kurt Angle.
Just Kurt Angle, get it over with.
Oh, I
Suplex.
don't even want to see it.
No.
I don't even want to see it. I'd be quite happy if fucking Kurt was unwell and fucking he couldn't attend. I don't want to. I just don't want to. I don't want to see Kurt Angle be just. This is Kurt Angle. No, actually, do you know what? It's not Kurt Angle's best match because he's going to AEW. We know that. Do you know what I mean? I think you know. I was thinking about this the other day, and I was thinking, has Kurt Angle been given, you know what I mean, the respect he deserved, or is it WWE trying to protect themselves by protecting him? You know, we all know he's fucked, but he was fucked in Impact and TNA. But he still fucking did moonsaults off the fucking top of a cage. You know? He still made you go, what the fuck was that? Holy shit. You know, so...
Oh, I remember
I don't know, but...
2009 when he lost all that weight.
Two baldies in a ring.
Shit.
You know, Baron Corbin ain't been done right, in my opinion. They fucked Baron Corbin over with that when he had the briefcase.
Yeah.
Because of fucking some stupid fucking thing on Twitter, because he told some fucking troll to shut the fuck up.
You know, like he called out Dave Meltzer or something.
Do you know the worst thing about it is, right? If Baron Corbin told me to shut the fuck up, I feel blessed. You're told to fucking do certain things on social media and to protect the integrity of your character. But at the same time, you attack someone like Dave fucking Meltzer, who's a complete and utter fucking melt, and you get told off for it. Well, you can't say that to him, Baron. He attends our fucking shows. He tells loads of lies about us. He pretends to know.
But since then, everybody criticises Dave Meltzer.
Dave Meltzer's a prick.
Yeah.
I'd love to be locked in a room with Dave
AJ's
Meltzer
done it.
for
Maya's
20
done it.
minutes.
Sasha, Paige. Phoenix, Emir, are you both saying Angle as well?
Yeah. I think that obviously Kurt Angle should win, but I'm wondering, I thought the old school legends like to go out on their back. I thought that's how you went out. I mean, Ric Flair went out on his back.
Yeah,
and then he came back and wrestled again. I'm just saying strictly
I was going to be controversial, Ed. I was going to be controversial. I'm not going to say it because I could get fucking killed.
I mean, Taker, Flair, and Michaels were all like 80s guys, weren't they? I mean, Angle only came in just at the turn of 2099.
Yeah, everybody already feels like he's being disrespected to even face Baron Corbin. So just imagine what it would do for Baron Corbin as a heel to not only be Kurt Angle's last match, but to even defeat him. It would light the whole, the fans and Kurt Angle's peers alike would be so pissed.
I'm actually with Emir because to me, Kurt Angle doesn't need anything. He doesn't need anything. And Kurt Angle's the type of guy now that wants to give to someone. He'll do a Jericho, I'm telling you. It'll be Baron Corbin that wins.
I'm going with that.
It's looking after Baron Corbin has suffered so much over the last fucking 12 months. You know, I don't know whether there's been something wrong with him in terms of his body, or whether, do you know what I don't know, because to me, they've looked after him in a certain way, not to make him forgotten. I mean, his haircut's not fucking helped him.
Yeah, and the fact that he wrestles in a dress shirt every night.
Yeah, that's really that's really fucked up. I mean, you've gone from being the lone wolf,
to
you know what I mean, to a really cool entrance, cool fucking theme music.
Love
to
it.
Actually, you know what I mean. He's got the At the minute, he's David Otunga. You know, he's getting the David Otunga fucking Titus O'Neil treatment. That's what he's getting. You know, he's the hated ex-GM that surrounds himself with. He's gone from lone wolf to wanting 2 or 3 people by his side. I don't understand it. You've gone from having power. You know what I mean? His gimmick at the minute is cowardly.
Yeah.
And I don't understand it. I mean, I was a big fucking Baron fan. Didn't agree with people shooting him down, you know what I mean? Saying the guy has got, in my opinion, the best fucking finisher in the business at the minute. You know what I mean? End of days. Fucking loved it.
And the deep six is a nice sweet move.
Deep six, fantastic. The guy could wrestle. He had the, you know what I mean? He had the move set. He could move. He was aggressive. He had an aggressive style of wrestling, which I like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but now it's kind of like,
meh.
The fuck's happened? Like,
well, think of it this way: Kurt Angle's first match, 1999, meet Sean Stasiak. His last match, 2019, Baron Corbin.
Yeah, says it all, doesn't it?
It does.
All right, Phoenix. Who have you got?
Gotta be Kurt Angle.
Okay. All right, now I think we're on to the last 4 matches.
Ooh.
Okay, Triple H versus Batista. No holds barred. You know what he wants.
Come on. Come on. Triple H.
You don't think Triple H is retiring?
No.
No.
He is not retiring to the purple nose ring. Come on, Daz.
We're talking fucking Triple H here, guys. Even if he loses, he's not going to fucking retire.
That is true. I mean,
he's Triple H, man.
He beat CM Punk, then he went away, and then he came back.
I don't know who else he can wrestle.
What if Ric Flair screwed Batista?
That would work.
Uh-huh.
What if Ric Flair screwed Batista, and then we get another Batista, give me what I want, and then we build towards SummerSlam?
Give me what I want. I'm sorry.
I think that could work. Ric Flair screws Batista. Telling you.
All right, is that a full house for Triple H?
Let's go with Triple H.
I got Triple H because, you know, Triple H. And by the way, if you think that he doesn't deserve this match, just don't forget how much Triple H personally believed in Batista and how he's done the favors for Batista. I think every other time they've faced each other.
But how good would it be, you know, if Ric Flair basically did turned on Triple H and he goes, "You call me an old man?
The Nature Boy.
I'm the Nature Boy." And then out comes Jay Lethal. What?
2 dogs barking at each other.
For me? I'm looking at you, big man.
Longest line, longest ride.
Yeah, he's doing his walk and his elbow drop. It's a lot easier getting on than it is getting off.
These shoes cost more than your house.
Now somebody do a knee drop on their coat jacket.
You want to fire Double A? What was that about?
This is such a good bit. I want to go to McDonald's and order a meal just doing Ric Flair voice.
Ric Flair voice through a drive-through.
What?
Triple H just goes, "Rick, we fired him because somebody was drunk." Okay, never mind.
It's also kind of like, well, then Ric Flair call himself God over and over again. God, I'm God, 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 God,
God.
Rick by God Flair. Also, Triple H. Don't forget Triple H. He won right over Taker after all those times of like losing to Taker?
Yes.
He came back. They had one last and was like, "Good. This is a guy that I put over my entire career, and now I shall get one." So I'm just gonna say.
I loved his promo in TNA when he's talking to the lady in the front. He goes, "You don't even want me, you fat. You'd want me as well."
That's right. He did say that.
I love him, man.
Make that woman cry.
I'll make that woman cry. Woo!
Triple H or Batista, Phoenix?
Triple H.
Yeah, okay. Alright. WWE
Just
Championship.
did the Nature Hour.
Yeah.
Woo!
Actually, no, I'll do the Universal Championship first. Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins.
Please, Seth Rollins.
Oh, come on, boy. This got to be a gimme. I tell you what, there will be fucking there'll be rage. There'll be rage. Batista winning at WrestleMania or Batista winning at the Rumble. We'll have fuck all on this.
The only problem I've got is we've got Seth, Becky, and Kofi, and I don't see all three of them winning, so somebody's got to lose out of those three. And I think the most likely would be Seth Rollins.
Kofi.
No, I thought the most likely of the three would be Becky, because, I mean, it wouldn't be that far of a leap for the WWE to put both of them belts on Charlotte.
Oh, there'd be nuclear heat, though.
I think the one losing might be Kofi with New Day screwing him.
I wanted that to happen, but as far as nuclear
can you imagine a New Day joining Daniel Bryan?
Oh my God!
Pancakes are vegan, right?
Pancakes are vegan.
Yeah.
Yo, by the way, there's no problem with heat, Dad.
It's okay, you can get vegan milk and vegan eggs.
Vegan pancakes.
You should know you work at Morrison's.
Sausage roll wasn't bad enough.
Tell you, fucking brilliant.
They've had the strap on Brock Lesnar for all this time. Like, I don't know that they care about the heat, because Vince McMahon just does some version of, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do, whether that's Roman Reigns.
Do you know what? Right, the fact that last week, right, nearly every single UFC title, right, has been booked up until the end of the year in terms of matches, right? The only title that wasn't booked was Cormier's. The only title that wasn't booked to defend was Cormier's. What if what Cormier said on Twitter plays off? He costs Lesnar the title. But like I said, that would degrade UFC like a motherfucker.
Conor McGregor does that anyway with his little stunts.
You know? But what if Cormier does jump the barrier? You know, like Bill Goldberg did?
Yeah.
A fucking No Way Out, which Stone Cold gave him the ticket and says, don't do anything I wouldn't do. You know what I mean? I think you could see people fucking marking out for that. Brock Lesnar versus Cormier at SummerSlam. But then Cormier defending the UFC title against him at the end of the year. That would make more sense. And then you haven't got... Do you know what I mean? UFC doesn't get hurt in terms of its title. Lesnar gets a bit of payback in a WWE ring. But the best beauty of that match would be against Cormier would be Lesnar has to wrestle. He would have to.
Yeah.
Cormier's a wrestler. Be fucking amazing.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for that. I know it's probably fucking, you know what I mean, bit out there, but I like it. I like to go out there.
All right, my perspective's changed on one of the three, so I'll go with Rollins. Anybody with Brock?
Hell no. Hell nah. He better, boy. Let me tell you something. I was wait. This is for Larkin. Let me tell you something, bitch. I said that right there in New Orleans last year, and listen to the crowd just go boring.
Yeah.
Play with those beach balls. And Brock Lesnar was pissed. It's like, how could you be mad? Fuck you. You know who you are. Yeah, what's happening here? No, so this has gone on long enough. We can't have another year like this, Daz. Come on.
I know we can. We don't want it,
man.
All right, I'll put a full house for Seth Rollins. And okay, now my perspective's changed on the Daniel Bryan Kofi. So I'll go with Daniel Bryan.
Well,
even though I think it's gonna be a real
can't be Kofi, man.
After all this
what
build-up.
we've got to do, right? What they've got to do is Now, I think the whole plan for this is to see the reaction, right?
Oh,
the reaction of a guy, right? When he loses. And what they'll do then is that he will be booked and pushed like Brian was for a whole year in order, do you know what I mean? I'm telling it's
And maybe do the Jeff Hardy in 2008.
This is a big thank you. This is a big thank you to Kofi, I believe. It's, you know what I mean, staying loyal, being a good boy. I really do.
Yeah.
But I think Vince, you know what I mean, as fresh as it is, you know, I think there's a lot of people I think there's a few that we don't know about that are leaving the company in this year that have already said they won't be renewing. I believe Cesaro's one. Listen, you're all going to want to go to if you're a fucking wrestler, you're going to want to go to a wrestling company, ain't you?
Yeah.
You can only play fucking soppy bollocks for fucking so long. And you know, feel like you've been kicked in the nuts when you should be given something. Cesaro should have been a world champion by now. No. Can't do that. Don't be silly. Because he's Swiss.
He doesn't connect with the fans.
Fucking. They need to go watch a fucking wrestling event then and stop concentrating on this fucking EPG bollocks. Or like I said, some fucker get Vince McMahon measured up in a box.
Okay, everybody.
Some fucker drop him off a fucking stage.
Does anyone agree with Butcher and me?
You guys are saying that it's going to be Daniel Bryan, right?
Yeah, I'm not necessarily saying New Day turn on him, but yeah.
You know what? I was saying in RWT that it would be great if the New Day cost Kofi Kingston the match, and everybody went, "What the fuck is this guy talking about?" I'll tell you what the fuck I'm talking about. I think that would be more compelling. Yeah, I don't know, man. Kofi Kingston winning the championship, it would be like, good, Kofi won. Now what? That's the problem. Is like everybody wants everybody to win so much, and then the next night on Raw, they go like, "Oh, this is boring," because the chase is over. You know, it was all in the chase, and then that happened, and then you get nothing.
Exactly. So you come to the end of the fucking night, you come to do your local your next fucking show, you know what I mean, your podcast, or as I would say, podcast. You know, when you come to do your podcast, you got fuck all to talk about, because everyone's like going, yeah, well, Kofi won.
Ah, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but what good came out of it? Kofi won. Yeah, but what are we going to do for future storylines? Who's going to face? Who's he going to face? Let him chase. Let him be venomous. Let him just have a vengeance. Let him have a reason to be pissed. And you know what I mean? At the New Day. New Day now are the forgotten guys. They're the B-plus players. They're the guys that would moan and say, I put him on the map. We did. He wouldn't have got this shot if it wasn't for us. So we decided to join Daniel Bryan and look after Daniel.
You know what? And to that point, here's another perspective. What if Kofi just loses straight up? He makes one mistake like in the other matches. Daniel Bryan finds a way to pin him, and as you know, Big E and Xavier try to comfort him because of his loss, he flips out and turns on them.
Flips out and turns. It can go two ways, but it could be brilliant either way.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going Daniel Bryan.
Okay, Full House.
You swayed me.
Look at that, see? Told you, cult of the Butcher ain't a lie.
Now, I ain't swaying on this one. Main event, I'm accepting nothing less.
Speaking to make you believe.
I'm accepting nothing less than Becky winning the main events.
I won't have, I can't. I'm actually quite glad it's the main event, you know, because it will keep me watching.
Yeah.
If this would have been in like, you know what I mean, the middle of the card, and Becky Lynch would have watched, I'd have turned the motherfucker straight off. I cannot accept a Charlotte Flair or Ronda Rousey walking out with two belts.
No.
I'm fed up of seeing Ronda Rousey's face like she's going to cry.
Well, it might look different now that she had her head smashed into the car window.
That was fucking brutal.
And I actually did
That was
appreciate
nasty.
Charlotte Flair's knee, you know, of fucking Rousey. I loved that. I love Flair when Charlotte Flair when she's aggressive. I really do. I think she's awesome.
Yeah.
But there would be no fucking feud if it wasn't for Becky Lynch.
No, exactly. She's been the conduit.
You
between
know,
the two of
she's
them.
created it. She's held it. Do you know what I mean? She brought both. She's brought both Flair and fucking. You know what I mean? She's had 2 feuds out of this. You know, Rousey's done well to maintain it. I think she's done some good fucking mic work, in all honesty. You know, but that's just again. You know, that bit the other week with Travis Brown was superb. I thought that's fucking brilliant.
He just yanked her over the barricade.
Brilliant. You know what I mean? Get here, bitch. Fuck him. I'll take yours. You know?
Control your woman, man.
You can look in the mirror while I'm fucking brushing your hair from the back.
This is my wife and her sister. There was a girl that they didn't like, and they would say to that girl's man, "Control your hoe."
All right, there we go. WrestleMania all covered. Thank you, Vince, for the 15 fucking matches. Now, yeah, we've got one thing left to do, but first of all, one of tonight's theme songs is Brilliant by Shinedown, also from the album Attention Attention, and yes, it is available now on iTunes and Spotify. And it's time for the Promo Championship. Take them gloves off. Because you can't hold the microphone properly when you're wearing gloves.
I can.
All right.
I can hold the microphone with my toes.
Emir, as champion, would you like to go first or second?
You know, I'm an old school guy, and I never liked any version of like the champion walking out before the challenger. I'm the main event, but this isn't my promo. Don't think this is my promo. I'm just talking here. I'm the champion. I'm the main event, and if I lose this, if some kind of way I lose this belt, I gotta really enjoy this chance to be in the main event right now. So with that being said, I'm gonna go last.
Okay. So Butcher's up first to pick up the mic. Mike and Phoenix, microphones off.
Usa Shanti.
Fuck no, Shanti. Bury that motherfucker in 20 seconds. You're getting buried in fucking under 5 minutes.
Okay, Promo Championship is on the line. Butcher, pick up the mic.
Mike was picked up when I fucking walked on here. Right. Okay. This isn't about me and Mr. Emir Costello. This is about the moment I walked on to Max Wrestling. Almost 4 years, people. Almost 4 years. And if that isn't dedication, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. We've seen numbers rise. We've seen numbers decrease. We've had arguments amongst ourselves, with other people. Hell, I've made arguments. Do you know why? Because I can. I can. The last few months, I've started something. Hell, I've wandered around with a profile picture of me carrying Mr. Emir Costello. Has he? You see, some people have got caught up in this ferocious ride. Ferocious. It's been ferocious. You see, I've loved every fucking minute of it. Every minute of it. And I'll continue to love every minute of it until I know what the result is. You see, when you've got nothing, that makes you a dangerous, volatile, aggressive, and hungry person. Anything I have, whether it be family or friends, I keep them at hand's distance. Always have done, always will do. Because you're safe that way. You're safe that way. See, I hear people saying, what's on this man's mind? What's on this man's mind? You see, when you want something bad enough and you reach out and touch it and it ain't there. It ain't there. The only thing you need to be scared of is fear. Fear itself. But the fear's already set in. Personal loss is inevitable in life. We all have to let go sometime. We all have to let go sometime. Which brings me to this. The things that stop you doing a task or wanting to do it is fear itself. You fear failure or looking bad. You fear discomfort or confusion of the task ahead. So take a moment, look inwards and see your fear, feel it, accept it. As it's part of you now. It's part of you. You can't get rid of that. Instead of running from it, just accept it. Just accept it, people. See, this, we're all gonna fight this once in our life. You know, unfortunately, we have to do it more than once. But believe me, it'll make us better people. It'll make us better people. Which brings me to this main point. Being you, sir. I call you sir because I believe you're a man of dignity, a man of respect. You, Mr. Emir Costello. I ain't going to call you Kingpin. I ain't going to call you BlackBane. I ain't going to call you Black Burnham because you're neither of them things. You're Emir Costello. It's simple. You're a father. You're a husband. You see, the stipulations on the line for this, for me, I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't see how anyone that's associated with me should leave RWT. Because that's just a mutual respect they have for me. You've never asked them, do they not respect you? Not once. But if you think about it, it's very, very similar when the shoe is on the other foot. Those that have stood with you have also brought me up. So why not kick the likes of, you know, Moses Marquez? Let's be fucking honest, brother. Has he really, really treated you with the dignity and respect that you deserve? I'd say no. So what I'm going to do is give you the chance to get rid of that stipulation and add another. I said at the start of this promo, or a bedtime fucking story, as Mr. Jesse Savage that calls him. You see, I ain't afraid to, you know, like Emir said, when there's something to be said and you go, oh no, he's gonna say it, I will fucking say it. I'm gonna give you the chance to change the stipulation. Don't touch Roxy. Don't touch your Daniel Crimmins. You keep Robert Davison. Because trust me when I say this, views and ratings will go down if you remove them people. They will. Because there isn't anyone else that will stand by you and respect you like them names I've just mentioned. So this last stipulation will be, I've done this for 4 years. If I lose, I'll walk away. I'll walk away. No more podcasting. No more podcasting. No more talking wrestling on shows. I'm done. I'm done. You see, confidence is a strong fucking thing. Especially when you lose a loved one and you've got to bury them the next day. Believe me when I tell you this. I'm more stronger now than I've ever fucking been. Accept fear, people. Accept fear. It's inevitable. Call to Butcher. The doors are open. The doors to the cutting room are open. If you want to challenge me, step in and I'll cut you up.
All right, one promo down. Emir, are you ready to respond?
I am, good sir.
Okay, promo champion. Pick up the mic.
I've thought about this day every day since I saw Dave Gillum, the Butcher, the best heel in the business. It's undeniable. It's undisputed. I turned on Facebook one day and I see this man in a red hat, ferocious look in his eyes, saying, "It's me and you, PromoMania. You got what you wanted. You better come prepared. You better bring your A game." And I thought to myself, shit. I'm finished. I'm done. Because I've got to face the Butcher, and nobody wants to fucking do that. I got all this other stuff going on. My brain, my time, everything is being pulled in every which direction. I somehow have to be able to focus on the Butcher, one of my very best friends. And the thing that I discounted, the thing that I even completely forgot, is that, as Daz and a lot of people would say, best friends make better rivals. I know who the Butcher is. I know what the Butcher does. But there's some part of you that believes that a line will be drawn somewhere. If your friend is a thief, for example, you go, yeah, I know he steals from other people, but he wouldn't steal from me. And if your friend is a murderer, you go, oh, I know he kills other people, but he wouldn't kill me. But that's not really real life. That's not really how it goes. If you are a thief or if you are a murderer, that is who you are. And while Butcher is no thief, Butcher is definitely no murderer, but the Butcher is the fucking Butcher. And I think I was naive to think that blade wouldn't be sharpened up just as much for me as it would be for anybody else. Because this man is going to do exactly what he does. And I thought to myself, you know what? This is David versus Goliath. And I wasn't the only one who thought that way. Jesus Christ, I'm the promo fucking champion. champion who hasn't lost one match yet, who's defeated everybody who's come my way. But the moment it was announced that I was going against the Butcher, everybody went, oh, well, he had a good run. He had a good run. That was okay. Shame it'll come to an end on April 6th at PromoMania IV, but he did pretty good. I was a little shocked, I got to say, at the amount of people that just completely wrote me off. Well, at least I was shocked initially, but then I realized the reality is if you're the Butcher, everybody always expects you to win all the time. It's a foregone conclusion. And if you're Emir, BlackBane, Costello, everybody always expects you to lose. Now, what's weird about that is I don't know the Butcher's record, but I would imagine it's probably pretty fucking fantastic. Just in life, in general. I don't know that he goes around losing anything. He seems like the kind of guy that would beat his competition at anything all the time. But I can tell you about myself because I live with me. I am a guy who always finds a way to get it done. But people, the next time around, are never convinced that I can do it again. It's still like, yeah, he won last time, or he overcame this, or he did that, but for sure, he'll lose this time. And it makes me think of 2012, before I ever knew any of you guys. My entire life leading up to 2012, all I was a giant pushover. People talked down to me. People used me. I loved people. I gave my whole heart to people. And people took my heart, but they never gave me anything in return except for tasks and favors, actions to be fulfilled. It was always about what I could do for somebody else. In 2012, I found myself like this broken man, my whole life in shambles, going through divorce, no home to live in. So I had to move back to my mom's home, which was made clear to me. This is not your home. This is my home. This is just where I'm allowing you to stay while you get back on your feet. So the feeling of homelessness, the feeling of people accusing me of domestic violence, the guy that's not, me being accused of like I literally lost everything. I had nothing. Riddled with depression. And for the first time in my life, the man who fears death more than anything woke up every day wanting to die. And then I walked into a movie theater and I saw a movie called Dark Knight Rises. And I saw a character on the screen that was intelligent, that was fearless, that was bold. With rockets and bullets flying past his head, he just walked calmly through it all. I watched a man walk up to Batman and literally break his back and talk shit the entire time. It's something about what I saw on the screen that day changed my life. And if anybody's going, well, this guy is an idiot because he let a fictional character have so much impact on him. Well, you couldn't feel that way because everybody in wrestling's fictional. But when I saw Bane on that screen, it made me feel like this didn't have to be the story of my life. The one who's always being kicked around, the one who's always being taken advantage of. I'm smart, I'm strong, I'm cunning, I can be somebody. So then I started calling myself BlackBane. And I remember my Facebook post. Jesus Christ, if you look at my post from back then, everything seemed like a promo. For the first time in my life, I found my voice. I was going off on everybody and everything. I stood up for myself. I got a backbone. And I went from an unemployed, wanting to die every day guy with nothing to a man who won full custody of his children, got a great job, got an associate's degree and then a bachelor's degree, and now I'm 1 month away from a master's degree, lost 100 pounds, got a beautiful wife, got everything I ever wanted in my life. When I became BlackBane and I found my voice, it changed my life. That is the only reason why I can stand in front of a man like the Butcher without fear. If this was 2012, I wouldn't even be here right now. But I am here. And I am a force to be reckoned with. And anybody who looks at me and says, well, you got a smile on your face all the time, and you just seem too nice to cut a good promo, you are sadly mistaken. You have no idea who you're dealing with. And your opinion of me is right where I want it to be, underestimating me, never seeing me coming, because it makes it that much easier for me. People have turned on me. The cult of Butcher, I gotta admit, I respect it. I admire it. I admire the part where people who have been friends with me and been in the trenches with me can hear about the cult of Butcher and be so easily turned against me. Cutting promos, doing videos. Jesus Christ. It's unfathomable, but you know what? It just gives me a chance to prove that many more people wrong. I've never been interested in the people who didn't think I could do this. I am, however, interested in my opinion, and maybe a couple of others who have chosen to stand with me, that it's not just that I have a fighting chance. It's that I am the only chance. I am the only person that is right for this championship. The reality is it doesn't belong anywhere else, and it's not going anywhere else. And you know what? I don't even care about the stipulations, because the truth is this. When I win this promo championship, the vindication that I will feel, the part where I proved everybody wrong, including Robert Davis, including Daniel Crimmins, including Will Weeze, who I shouted out in a song I made, and he never even talked about it, never even replied to it. But when a picture was put up of the Butcher carrying me, Will Weeze was inspired to write, "Yeah, get him, Dave. Smoke his boots." Okay. So I don't even care if every stipulation is thrown out. I am the promo champion. I can't be touched. The day that BlackBane was born, never again will I be in a situation where I face a loss. I am a born winner, and I know now that nobody can take that from me. Nobody deserves this more than me, and I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it by beating the Butcher, and I'm going to prove it for anybody that ever steps up to me. When you look at Mike Larkin, you go, yeah, that's the Knowledge Champion. And you go, all right, who can beat Mike Larkin? Nobody. Nobody can beat Mike Larkin. When you look at Emir, BlackBane, Costello, the RWT Kingpin, you realize the exact same thing. Nobody can beat me. That's it, man.
Somebody tell him get away from the mic before I break.
Oh, I hope that lived up to the hype. Now, the beauty of the Promo Championship is you decide the winner, so go to maxwrestling.net/vote right now to decide the fate of BlackBane and the Butcher. Now, of course, it's a Max Wrestling promo special. Butcher and BlackBane have picked up the mic, but as it's a special, everybody always gets a chance to cut a promo. So, Phoenix, I believe you don't have one.
Nope.
Because how many times have you already cut on the Miz? Mike, have you got something you want to get off your chest?
Well, I'll just say, oh hell, I'm on the line with my friends here, and we just killed it with another special. I gotta say, two of my greatest rivals are the Phoenix and Kenny, because they push me, and now Kenny is going to be, challenging me anytime now, so we will continue our bout, and I'm sure Phoenix and I will pick this up. So I'm just going to say to Phoenix, thank you, as always.
Always a pleasure.
Okay. And same with each and everybody on this call. And Moses Marquez is going to try to find another way to come at me. So I just say to Moses Marquez, bring it.
All right. Now it's my turn. So, Phoenix, since you didn't cut a promo, would you like to count me in?
Okay. So, Dazzy, when you're ready, pick up the mic.
People seem to wonder why I call myself the captain lately. You see, I'm one of those people that's often been overlooked. I'm one of those people that's often been underutilized, and one day I just got tired of scrubbing the decks and getting nothing in return. I'm not the supporting act. I'm not the opening act. I am, and always will be, the main friggin' event. You either use me to my full potential, or I'll go somewhere that will. It's really that simple. So one day I got tired of hoisting the sails and getting no credit. I got tired of just being part of the crew. So I decided to grab the helm of the ship and steer that bitch wherever I wanted it to go. I'm one of those people that don't get taken seriously. I'm one of those people that blend into the crowd. Well, I refuse to blend in anymore. I am sick of blending in. I've seen people walk in and out like Lacey Evans, but I've been constant, I've been consistent, I've been committed, grinding, sweating, carrying entire teams on my fucking back. That's why I consider myself the captain. The rightful captain. It really doesn't matter who you handpick to carry the torch. It doesn't matter who your golden boy is. I will out-wrestle them, I will outperform them, and I will outshine them on any stage you put me on. So let me finish with this. There is nothing that pisses me off quicker than people doubting me. But there is absolutely nothing I enjoy more than proving people wrong. I may not be captain material in your eyes, but as far as I'm concerned, I always was, and I always will be. So, key or no key, strap or no strap, I've been the captain since day one. And if you don't think that I was the right guy for the job, just fucking watch me.
Damn.
So you do it. So you do it.
That's how it's fucking done.
So you do it, son.
Okay.
I listen to your promo like I want to do over. I want to do over.
Now, why don't you compete for the championship? Because I created it. I'm not going to compete for my own championship. Let's just leave it to Butcher and BlackBane. Okay, now 2 announcements before we go. First up, the next time we bring you a championship special will be Trivia Takeover 4.0 Curse of Champions on June 29th. The promo champion gets a night off as we decide the final of the first King of the Mic tournament, which kicks off next month. So far, we have Courtney Summers. People, you need to stop being scared of Courtney and just pick up your mics.
Yeah, you know what I'll say, Daz, that I've been hearing in RWT that Moses Marquez has intentions to join. Moni Lynn has intentions to join.
Good.
I believe we also may be able to lock down Jesse Savage and Travis the Walker as well, but I'll get back to you on that.
All right. Applications are, of course, open right now. All you need to do is go to matchwrestling.net/promoclimax2 because you'll also be entered into that automatically. The Knowledge Championship will also be on the line, as it's that one night of the year where a bunch of your favourite old school trivia games return to find out who has the best wrestling IQ. And Psycho is a Max Noise theme song for Trivia Takeover. It's by Another Day Dawns, taken from their EP A Different Life, available now on iTunes and Spotify. And again, go to matchwrestling.net for more information.
And I thoroughly endorse it.
Yeah.
Psychos.
That's why I picked it. And announcement number 2. We promised you last week that it was huge, and huge it is. The landscape is about to change. Take a look at this.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mike Larkin, one half of the Steve and Mike Show. This is another edition of On the Mic with Mike. This is another edition of the Pop Culture History Podcast. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Shooting the Breeze.
Welcome to the Golden Age of Everything. I am Steven Nicoforo, and with me is my producer, Mike Larkin.
Dude, we are in the same Podcast Central, same vicinity. I'm so happy to have you down here, for real, man.
It's the #1 hockey show on the planet, as voted by me, host. It is the Stevie Nicks Hockey Experience. And
Welcome to The Future Is Now. My name is Mike Larkin.
RWT, Max Wrestling, podcasts all over the world. This is the Cutting Room. I am the Butcher. I am the best heel in the business.
Welcome everybody to Max Wrestling Podcast. I am the Captain Dazzy Dangerously, taking it to the max every single Friday.
Come together right now over me.
The Four Corner Network has arrived. Check us out and discover more of your new favourite podcasts now, including all of Mr. Larkin's extensive range at fourcornernetwork.wix.com/podcasts.
And that's his podcast, people.
Yeah.
Podcast.
I was just about to say, like, everything on that is practically almost me.
Yeah, it's just Mike and Stevie Nicks. Four Corner Network.
Cue the hate now, Daz.
I know.
Cue the hate.
I know.
Cue the hate and the criticism of wankers like Dave Burnham. You know what I mean? It'll fail again. It'll fail again. Look at the numbers. Yeah, look at the numbers, you fucking monkey.
2009 last week.
Yeah.
So again, that's fourcornernetwork.wix.com/podcasts, and that's the number 4, not the word. And that's it for this week. You can find me at Dazzy MWP. Mike is at SM Show 1 and MCL92. It's your favourite time of the week. The Butcher is at COG69BHITB. Mike, obviously you just did an episode of Shooting the Breeze with Emir. Anything else to plug?
Okay, so obviously, please check out Shooting the Breeze with Emir. We had a lot of fun, and Emir, thank you for being a great guest. So I will say this, you can check out my interview with LFC fighter Terry Feisty Fist London, and LFC 26 Booty Camp will be airing tonight on YouTube at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific time to check out Lingerie Fighting Championship. And yeah, I'm just doing my thing all day, every day. So check it out.
I love that Feisty Fist.
Have you done any special ones this week?
No porn yet. No porn.
No.
What?
Oh, you haven't done any Phoenixes. Phoenix. He's been doing loads of reviews for you, dude. And loads of interviews on women you'd like, her.
Oh, yeah, the BBWs. No BBWs.
Yeah, some right feisty ones. That's some proper bath water. As if they'll fit in a bath.
Screw the bath water. I'll just lick him dry and make him squeal like a banshee.
Oh!
Whoa! Hang on a minute.
Okay.
Who's this guy?
This just went from TV 14 to TV mature.
Phoenix is like, you know what he's like, what's his face? He's like, oh my god, friggin' dive. He's like, you gotta hump him into submission. Friggin' dodgeball, man. Hump him into submission.
White Goodman.
That's what he is. Dwight Goodman, that's it. He's humping him into submission. That's Phoenix. He's Dwight Goodman.
Then you get the guy getting down there cleaning the rims. Right there.
Yeah. There you go. That's nice, boy. Gotta get right.
Nice, boy. Get right in there.
I'm just kidding. But seriously, I could. And of course, a thank you to our guests. We'll find out next week if he's still a promo champion. But Emir, BlackBane, Costello, where can people find you?
Now, I want to get my car out.
That's Phoenix's dad, a special guest, by the way.
No, my dad was just explaining that he's had an argument with one of the yummy mummies trying to get his kids from school.
They weren't looking for Mr. Gillam.
He was like, can you move your car so they can, so I can park outside my house?
Yeah, well, tell them to move it because you're trying to do a world-class fucking podcast with Sam fucking Roberts.
World-class fucking podcast.
Emir, what have you got?
I of course can be found on Twitter at I don't know, man, RWT Raw Wrestling Talk. But I was doing my plugs. Was it with you, Mike? I was doing my plugs and I couldn't remember what the T stood for.
No, that was Moses.
I can't remember what the fucking TOG stands for. I haven't got a fucking clue. It was good. Well, it was good at the start, but I think that's because I was wired.
And
I'm just gonna say, touch of greatness. It's touch of greatness, the best heel in the business. There you go.
Yeah,
Touch of greatness. Butcher for the save. Also, YouTube, Raw Wrestling Talk RWT, and then the Raw Wrestling Talk Facebook group RWT. Join it. Well, it's more like we call ourselves a family. And in a month's time, sorry I keep bringing this up, but dude, I'm so tired. I'm so happy it's ending. But in a month's time, when I'm done with school, I'll be able to get my content out on a much regular basis and on time. At some point, hopefully this week, I will release to you guys 2 months worth of the top 10 contributors list. And I will say, for the month of March, for the first time ever, 2 women cracked the top 10. Cracked the top 10.
Oh,
So
that's all Jay White gifts, that is.
So we'll see what those positions are. And lastly, I just want to say, Dave Gillum, I want the world to know that I love you and that you stole me heart a long time ago. And when I look at you, there you go. I got stars in my eyes.
Yeah, I got them too. Too.
It was an absolute pleasure to compete against you. You are the best, and one of the difficult things about competing against you, Butcher, is that you are one of my idols, and so you are one of my idols, and so life gets weird when your idol becomes your rival.
There you go.
But thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure, Butcher, and Daz and Mike and Phoenix, all you guys, what you guys do and the content you put out and what you bring to the table. And I just want to thank you guys all very much for all of it. It's a pleasure to be a part of it.
People, right? This is why I say to people, don't confuse me with anyone that's trying to be bad. As I always say that, don't I, guys? I always say that because everything you see with me is me. I'm the biggest cunt you'll ever meet, and like you said the other week, if there's a line you don't cross, I'll do it.
Yep.
I go on any show and there's a contractual agreement there, right? We want you to read this, sign it, right? I need you to look at this bit right here. You're not allowed to say anything that will hurt people's feelings. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll sign it. Boom, straight away. He's like, oh no, he's done it.
We all arrive at the same door and go, oh man, I don't know if we should go inside. Where's Butcher? Butcher's inside 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, he told when he was going to the, we're going to the toilet, the bathroom. He actually just didn't go to the bathroom. He just went straight in. Where the fuck's Mike? Where the fuck's Michael Myers?
There will be less sexual swears. Ah, shit. Watch your fucking mouth. Ooh, fuck me. God damn it. Fuck.
It's literally DX in 97. Yeah. That's what it is. It literally is.
Racing Michael Myers to kill the first blonde.
And, of course, the Phoenix.
Come on,
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Don't give him your Skype name. Just give him your Twitter name.
I'm still at the Phoenix 626.
All right.
And I don't even know what my Skype name is anymore.
No, I don't. I just read it off as like, whoa. And you know where to find us on social media. It's at Max Wrestling UK, Max Wrestling Interactive on Facebook, and we're also on SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, and the Four Corner Network. Make sure you check out maxwrestling.net, check out previous episodes of Dazzy and Butcher's Screen Gems, and don't miss the return of the Throne Zone podcast this week. We'll be looking at the journey so far before the epic return and final season of Game of Thrones begins, and that will be available on Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, and the Four Corner Network. Follow us at Throne Zone UK. We've hit 3 hours again, which we did, I think, 2 years ago at PromoMania. So thank you.
It's amazing.
Thank you so much for staying with us, and thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week for the Mania Hangover. Yay!
Oh, God.
We must now bid you adieu. Phoenix has burped. Goodbye. That should have been a good night. And good night. Burp.
Oh.